You're a legend, man. Brothers, good afternoon, brothers. Good evening, wherever you are around the world. It is your gracious host, Mr. International Passport, here again with the ultimate legend, Mr. Theo Waff. First and foremost, brothers, as soon as you come in, hit that like button. Don't play me right now. Hit the like button, support the channel, cash app, super chats, and show some engagement in the live stream chat as well. And of course, a huge shout out to my old subscribers for supporting the movement over the past couple of years. Your support is greatly appreciated. And of course, welcome to the new people to the channel. We accept you and welcome you with open arms. So, brothers, we have a very special stream today and a special guest here. As you can see in the title of the video, we have the upcoming Manosphere conference in June 2022 in Philadelphia. All thanks to Theo and, of course, a few other people that Theo will be mentioning in this live stream. But before we go any further as to the details of the Manosphere meetup and the previous Manosphere meetup in December, Theo, do you mind giving an introduction to the panel about who you are, brother? We've had a lot of new members on the channel over the past few months since you've been here, bro.
Good evening, everyone. How you doing? I'm glad to be here. So I've done quite a few podcasts with International Passport here. In fact, probably where I started really talking was on YouTube, was on this channel. So I've traveled and lived in over 40 countries. I did over 16 years in Japan, 1 year Russia, 1 year France, and then 3 months also in UK, Singapore, Hong Kong, Melbourne. And those, of course, I mean, I've been in other countries quite a lot. I mean, like for at least a week, I was just 2 months in Brazil. So I travel a lot, and I work in cloud, IT cloud. I was married to a Japanese woman before. She unfortunately passed away, but I know a lot about marriage in Japan in particular. And basically, I became a passport bro in 1991. I recognized the situation with modern women in the United States, and I said, I'm done. This is not going to happen. And I was dating then in 93. I was dating in Russia, and that's it. I never looked back. I remember, again, when we talk about the Manosphere a lot, about that was the last time I was friend zoned ever again. I learned my lesson. I said, there's not going to happen. So had quite a lot of adventures abroad. I have real estate, crypto. I'm doing very well financially right now. The coronavirus has been very beneficial to me. So sad for the rest of the world, but hey, I passed through it. So I'm one of the members of the Manosphere, particularly the Black Manosphere, and I'm teaching a class right now about how to do this kind of stuff, how to actually travel abroad and work abroad and actually get married there and have a normal, loving family.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Theo. Welcome back to the channel. We've missed you a lot. So Theo's here tonight to speak about the upcoming Manosphere conference. Okay, but before we actually speak about the one that's coming up in June, I want to actually speak about the success and the incredibleness of the one we had in December 2021. I remember, Theo, back then there was a lot of evil forces, a lot of wickedness, people hating on Black men coming together to make a change and to make positive moves. And the fact that it was a success due to you financing that meetup was incredible. Can we briefly touch upon the success of that meetup, Theo, in terms of the turnout, in terms of the engagement you got from Black men, in terms of the follow-up that was from that meetup, and how Black men actually broke new ground, in my opinion? Break it down for us, brother Theo.
I think it was a really good meetup. I think it was fundamentally important. So we had it at the Westin in Atlanta. It was originally thought of as a place where I could teach IT and how to do cloud remotely. And then that was in the mix. The mix is Kevin Samuel's exclusive group on Facebook. And then from there, it expanded to a guy named Little Big Nate. He wanted to put kind of a little bit more of a conservative twist on it. And I said, okay. Well, we talked about that being like-minded men. So I said, all right, you want to improve yourself? You want to actually work? You want something different? Come to this meetup. And then lastly was you, actually, the SYSBM part of it. And the bunch of guys who really do want to be passport bros. And a lot of the experience that I have, I actually talked about this at the conference. So what happened is all these forces kind of came together, and we had this conference, brought in a lot of good speakers. We brought Obsidian. He was the keynote speaker, Minister Japp, Bernard Riley, and there's other speakers as well who were there. And we talked about a various amount of topics. Not only was it IT, but real estate, some degree of health, some degree of how to be your best self, live your best life. And the real benefit of the meetup was the connections that we made. We were actually talking to each other. So it was an incredible success. There wasn't any violence or anything wrong with it. We had crazy guys out on YouTube thinking that I was trying to finesse people for money. I didn't finesse people for anything. Obsidian gave books away for free. He signed them. There was no secret money, put the money in an account or anything like that. I was up front. Following the Manosphere meetup, I've been teaching a group of students, about 60 of them. At the beginning, about 60. Right now, it's between 20 or 30 students who are consistent every week and coming. They had to buy a textbook. They had to buy a Udemy course. There was no more than $75, and they haven't paid any more money. It wasn't anything like that. And some of these guys have actually gotten certified. I have over 20 guys who have gotten certified in AWS. We have over 10 additional guys who have at least 2 certifications in AWS. And now we have guys working between $100,000 and $300,000 a year.
Lord have mercy. Hold on, Theo. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Mr. J Rod for that $999 super chat. Thank you, J Rod, for the support. Much appreciation to you, brother. Supporting my fellow brothers, keep shining, and God bless. God bless to you too, J Rod. We want to thank you for those well wishes and kind words. Much love to you, brother. Thank you. So, brother, it's clear that the Manosphere meetup was a resounding success. Despite the facts that we had a lot of different evil people, essentially agents of chaos, making up lies about you and the Manosphere meetup. I had to actually get you on the channel to speak on that as well, because it was getting too much, Theo.
Yeah.
But like I've always said this, brother, that if you're a good person and you have light in you, God will always find a way and protect you. That's my philosophy, and it's clear that God is protecting you right now, Theo. You are essentially Theo, you're chosen, in my opinion. You're the chosen one, Theo. You really are. You're the chosen one, Theo.
I hope the blonde thing goes well. That's what I'm thinking about right now. The blonde. So I hope things go well with the blonde as well.
So wonderful. That was in Atlanta, which was obviously I have my issues with Atlanta, but I'm gonna keep it general. Atlanta's
you don't like Sherman coming through there and burning the place down? Oh my goodness! Come on. Don't tell me you like the cotton from the farms out there. That's a joke. You wouldn't know about that. It's a joke. It's a joke. The guys who are listening to this, they're probably laughing right now, but it's a joke.
Hey, you got to tell me, what does that joke mean, bro? I'm not American.
So during the Civil War, the South wouldn't surrender. They had pretty good military. Like they knew how to shoot. So General Sherman said, "Heck with it. We're gonna make them quit." So they just went to the South, in particular Atlanta, and they just burned the place down. So I think it was like 60 miles wide, 100 miles long, something like that. They burned every single thing, and including the city of Atlanta. So that's why I was just making a joke about that. So I'm from the North, so we could do a little stuff like that.
I see. Yeah. I see. But it was a success. It was a great hotel. The location. We can speak about that further on. But now, okay. So the previous Manosphere was a success. It was fantastic. Now we're on to even better things in 2022. We always have to evolve, progress, and do things 100 times better to promote growth and stability in our lives. This new Manosphere Where is it taking place, and when is it taking place, brother?
Okay. So it's taking place in Philadelphia. It is between June 9th to June 11th. It's composed of basically, hold on.
Okay.
It's composed of basically two different elements. The first one is Mumia Obsidian Ali's what called the Mumia Obsidian Ali Experience. That's actually the entire meetup is called the Mumia Obsidian Ali Experience. And so he was the keynote speaker for the first one. Now this is really his conference. Now what he's going to be doing is really focusing on not only how to be a gentleman and how to be your best self, but how to execute this, how to really make it apparent, not just words, but how you actually act. So both he and I are part of what's called the Pyramid Club. It's a gentleman's club, and we're going to be hosting it there, and we're going to be talking about these topics: how to be a man, basically how to be a gentleman, how to really how to act in the 21st century. Additionally, it's going to be talking a lot about health. There will be a health specialist coming in there. His name is Shannon Ross. I'll enjoy talking with him. He's a really great guy. He's very, very knowledgeable about his health issues. I need to know more about health myself. I mean, I've had my own issues myself. So he's going to be talking a lot about, particularly Black men's health and how to avoid, early heart attacks. Like as if I don't know why that's an issue, or how to avoid cancer. I don't know. Maybe I've had cancer before. Yeah, I actually did. So. He'll be talking about how to be your best self in terms of health. And I think that's really important. So these two topics are going to be, there will be other speakers there as well, like Bernard. He'll be back there again. But there'll be other people. We're still signing up some other people. Dennis Spearling is going to be there as well. Ike. I've got his last name. I call him Ike O. I hope he doesn't kill me for that. But he'll be there as well. And originally, to be honest, Kevin Samuels was going to be there. That was going to be our secret presenter. So we are actually. I'm still crushed. I mean, it's 3 weeks ago today. So still crushed over this. I really wanted to meet him. But we're going to have some big guns there, and they're going to be really talking about how to be your best self as a Black man. So that's going to be the 9th and the 10th. Then on the 11th, that's when I go. That's when I do my stuff. And I'm having a 6-hour conference on AWS Cloud career, how to work there, how to do labs, how to actually start working in cloud. And then I'll be doing advanced security for the students who actually have already taken the course and they want to continue. I'll be starting the advanced security portion for the cloud as well. I'm doing multi-cloud. And then those two will be continuing on for 4 or 5 more months remotely over Zoom, where I'll be teaching them as I've been doing since November since December with a meetup. I'll be teaching them every Saturday and Sunday about cloud issues, helping them get certified. And then, of course, the last part about Saturday, June 11th, will be SYSBM Passport. And this will be the really tricks of the game about how to go abroad, what you need to be thinking about legally. There's your tactics, how to get the girl, how to do long term. And I just want to emphasize this because I know there's going to be guys on here who are thinking about tricking and things like this. I'm gonna approach this right now, guys. If you want to trick, then you should stay where you are. Okay? So I'll have fun. So just do Manchester or Nevada. Just stay there, okay? Because that's where you belong. Just keep it there, keep it local. Don't go abroad. I'm going to teach you how to do real relationships and real marriage, but being realistic about it. How to get the girl. It's easy to get the girl. So what techniques you need to do in order to get the girl, but also how to maintain a marriage, how to go, what are the real expectations, things like this. So I'm going to give a lot of these tricks. I hope you guys come out to it. So keep on going. I got to turn the video off for a second. I'll be right back.
Awesome. Special service announcement as well, brothers. If you're a brother that's messing around too much, if you're a brother that's too liberal, if you're a brother that tricks, if you're a brother that's a Puke and a Ray and a Tyrone, stay the fuck in America. Stay the hell in America, right? Don't come to no conference. Don't come to no Manosphere conference. You stay where you are out now, okay? We want serious-minded brothers who are on this passport movement to come to this conference. All right, don't come up here being an ignorant Pukin, Ray Ray, and Tyrone, tricking, saying the N word, this swearing.
Hey.
We don't want you brothers around our conferences. I'm keeping it serious. Okay, we want conservative-minded brothers. We want serious brothers. We want brothers who are about changing their lives and going after their foreign queens. If you're a brother that tricks and also pays for box, if you pay for box, stay where you are in your house. Don't even think about coming to that conference. Ain't that right, Theo?
That's right. And there's a lot of people who are, talking as if black men are the main ones who go abroad. And that is so not true. So the main ones who go abroad, who actually travel abroad, look like the main passport bros, as far as I'm concerned, they're Northern Europeans. Like, black men are not even close to these guys. So in Asia, the ones who go abroad the most, believe it or not, are Japanese men. They're the biggest international marriage group demographic of all of Asia. You thought that American or Northern Europeans would be. Nope. Japanese men are number one. So you got to dispel, I got to dispel these kinds of ideas. Black men are actually very low demographic in terms of numbers who actually do this. Most black men in both the UK and the US are extremely race loyal, even race loyal to the point of it being damaging to them and destructive to them. I don't understand this. So, I mean, if you want a gorgeous black woman, let me tell you, Brazil, Ghana, Tanzania, they're there for you. So is Ethiopia. You can get them, but you have to go abroad. Just forget the West. It's not going to happen in the West. So if you want a different kind of woman from a different kind of place, you just got to go. So we're trying to dispel this, especially in the black manosphere. Like, no, man, because if you go abroad, you're gonna have a lot of Northern Europeans, and then you're gonna have white Americans as well, and they're not tripping at all. They're like, hey, we know the situation back in our own countries. We know what's going on legally. We know we can't change the women; it's impossible. So we have to do what's necessary in order to have a family, and this is it. And we have a better woman here abroad than we do in our own country. So we're looking for love and marriage, and these guys are not tricking. They're getting, they're buying rings and making kids. So this is what I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do.
Fantastic. This is, yeah. So we set the agenda. We only want serious-minded brothers. I've got a question for you. Hold on, bro. Shout out to Jay Candle for the $199 super chat. Hey, Sensei, me and Rich are studying tonight. Do you know who he is, Theo?
Yeah, I know who he is. He's a good student. Yeah, good student. Oh, I'm glad that's happening right now. Yeah, those two guys are really good. They know what they're doing. They've been very successful with AWS. They were part of the Manosphere meetup in Atlanta. They've been my students ever since. And hey, more power to them. I just say, keep it going, guys. I hope to see you in Philly. I want to teach you guys the advanced stuff.
Fantastic. Awesome. Thanks for that, Jay Kendall. Much appreciation for the super chat, bro. So Theo, you know me, I'm more about image. I hate seeing brothers sag their pants. I hate seeing brothers wearing oversized gold chain, wearing G-Unit sneakers, Echo jeans, baggy jeans, red bandana, all that nonsense. What's the dress code for this conference, Theo?
You need to wear a suit and tie. Basically, you need to wear some sort of blazer. I just have my blazer. It's actually in dry cleaning right over there. So I have to. I mean, I brought my a dress shirt, Louis Vuitton tie, Armani jacket. So something like that. You should have good clothes. You're not going to be wearing baggy pants or anything like that. You're going into the pyramid on the first day. They do have a dress code. So it's not us that are going to stop you at the door. It's them. They're going to be doing that. Oh, by the way, you guys, people who are listening, if you attend, all the food is free. So your breakfast and lunch are free on both days. So all you have to do is sit there. You can overindulge all you want in food. Make sure you have the right dress code. It's very important. Yeah, your hair should be properly kept back. Look presentable. But I want to say the guys who were at the Atlanta meetup, they were all on point regarding their dress code. They all looked professional, so it wasn't a problem there. That's for sure.
Awesome, brothers. If you have any questions, please catch up and super chat your questions. If you want to support the channel, please support the channel via the cash apps and the super chat, please. Questions, cash app, super chat, support the channel. Send in your donations for the channel, because this is a groundbreaking thing that no one else is doing. Only Theo and a small group of people are actually out there, making moves physically, and it's great to see. This is awesome, Theo. So it's going to be in Philadelphia. Where specifically? What hotel? Or is that not booked yet?
Okay, so it's going to be at there's two places. So the Mamiya Obsidian Ali experience, where he is really in control of doing all the content, that's going to be at the Pyramid. And then during the conference, everybody is supposed to be at the Sonesta. And I will be giving a link for this information tomorrow. We'll be doing this in your group and in my group, but particularly your group. So you can get all the information about how to register and how to get a discounted room at the Sonesta. So the Sonesta is actually diagonal. I think it's diagonal across the street from the Pyramid. So my conference, where I'm going to be teaching all of my points, will actually be at the Sonesta, that hotel itself. So again, you wake up in the morning. Oh, yeah, just so you guys know, there will be parties. There will be get-togethers. There will be times in which it depends on what package you actually buy, but you can do one-on-ones with me as well, and I can actually give you real career advice, and you can hang out together. But I can actually teach you like what you're doing wrong, and give you real pointers about how to change your career.
Did you say one-on-one advice? Hold on, Theo. Brothers, can we please say thank you to Theo in the live stream chat right now? This brother not only is funding this, not only has he created this concept, he's also giving you one-on-one advice for free. Brothers, can we please give Theo his thanks, please? Just say thank you, Theo. We appreciate it, because he's also a busy man in his own personal life. I know he's very busy, and he's doing this for brothers. Incredible. Thank you, Theo. So it will take over 3 days. Go on, bro. Sorry.
Yep. Well, I want to say that also, if you're a part of my class long term, I not only give you one-on-one advice, but I reform your resume. I reform your LinkedIn. I tell you why you're not getting hired. And then as the JDs come in for you, which is job descriptions, I tell you how to actually have an interview strategy and what you're doing wrong and how to prepare. So every guy who has gotten, except for one guy, every guy who has gotten the jobs after the class, they have consulted with me and worked with me very aggressively and asked, understood what they actually needed to do, how they needed to approach the jobs, how they needed to approach interviews. And I've told them common pitfalls, like, where they're going to do it, where the interviewers are going to get you, where they have catch-22 questions, where they have questions trying to weed you out. And additionally, I've told some guys, like, hey, look, this job is not for you. This is going to be too difficult. And you just need to be realistic. Like, this is where you can get your foot in the door, and this is where the door will cut off your leg. So you're not going to go in there. And so I'm very realistic about this. But with this process, you should see how things are with these guys. One guy's profile, I don't believe how good it is. I'm not going to say who it is, but he knows who he is. His profile on LinkedIn is amazing. And he went from being kind of like an ordinary guy to a guy you would want to hire for anything. And it was really like a lot of consultations together. We're just talking back and forth. And all those consultations were free. And you could ask them, like, were they free or not? I'm like, yeah, they were all free. Get into the group and like, look, see who this guy is. I'll tell you who the guy is, and yeah, he could testify himself.
Fantastic, fantastic. It will take over 3 days, so it means that brothers will actually be staying at that hotel. They need to book a room there. So, brothers, can you please make sure? I know everyone's working their own jobs. You book your time off at your jobs to make sure that you can go to this conference. Is it from Friday to Sunday, or Theo?
It starts Thursday afternoon,
Okay.
and it's all day. I know it's all day because not everybody can go Thursday, so I know it's all day Friday. There's a lot going there on Friday, and then it's definitely all day Saturday. And again, both days afterwards have parties and things like that going on.
So for networking, brothers exchanging details, brothers. This is if you watch my channel, if you're watching this right now, if you watch it after the live stream, I strongly advise you, brothers, to go to this conference. This is exactly what we need. This is what other groups of men are doing, and that's why they're rising in corporate America. They have the best jobs at Google and Microsoft because they're always networking with each other. We want like-minded brothers networking and building great networks and great things in the future. This is fantastic, Theo. I also want to harp on the point about having financial freedom and that giving you the means to travel all around the world and even remote working. That's very important. IT is the future. It will allow you, brothers, to do that. You don't want to date a Western chick and you don't want to date a foreign chick that lives in the West. You want to ignore the West completely. You want to go to the source where the women are and date the women there. Having the financial means to do so means you can go to any country around the world, Japan, South Korea, Brazil, and date the woman there. Ain't that right, Theo?
Yeah, that's right. But you have to have the financial security and the job security, but you have to have really redundancy. And I will be talking about how to deal with the finances. But I'm very direct, and I don't pull any punches on this. I say this is how it really works. So there is this. I'm going to tell you guys. This one guy. I'll tell you two guys who did it. One guy who followed my advice, and the other guy who didn't. So there was one guy who did follow my advice. Got the proper job, got the proper redundancy, and he got the job. He actually got into cloud, and he took off. And right now he's in Brazil, and he's doing very well, and he's very happy. But he has the plan in effect in its entirety. So he's over $200,000 a year right now. His girlfriend is amazing. She's about 24 years old. She's about 5'3". She's Afro Latina. Gorgeous. She got hips from heaven, and she is. These two they're living together, and he pays for everything, but she is totally in love with this guy, and he's the man. And if he's definitely a high value man for her, 100%. And if he wants to drop her, he can go somebody else. But he's pretty much in love with her, so it's a good situation. That's the way it should be. And then there was another guy who, after years of me telling him how to do this, he was like, "Screw you, Theo. I'm going to go do it my own way." And I was like, "All right." And he did. And he also went to Brazil. And he crashed and burned. And he crashed and burned so badly, he was in total shame. And he had to basically crawl back to the United States. And he went from being totally happy, dating amazing women, to having no cash flow, no ability to really have financial security, and coming back in failure. And I explained to him, I said, I told you how I came back in failure from Ukraine in 2010,
yes,
and how painful that was for me. And I put my process together about how to do this. And you have to follow this process. You have to follow the proper redundancy, the cash flow. You have to have a game plan in play. And he didn't. All he do was thinking down below. That's it. And he was enjoying himself. And he went from getting babes to zero in 24 hours. And I was like, that's what happened to me. I told you about this. You didn't listen to me, and now you're getting what I told you would happen. That's exactly what happened. So I tell you how to actually implement a proper game plan so that you could be financially secure in your career, but also so that you could always maintain frame with the women who you're dating abroad. And my method is fail proof. You'll be very successful.
Fantastic. And this conference will be recorded, right? And it will also be put on my Patreon for yes.
So the SYSBM section will be recorded for your Patreon, so it'll only be on your Patreon. So
Fantastic.
it's my contribution. We were trying to get this to your Patreon last time. It failed. This will not fail this time. I'm making sure I have a dedicated cameraman for this. So it'll be on there. I'll give you everything. You can edit it as you want. It'll probably be 2 sections because it's gonna be 3 hours long. Lots of questioning and answering. But I mean, it'll be explicit. I'll be giving you like real game. Like, this is how you really do it. You want this girl, this is like, if you're going towards marriage, this is how things work. I mean, I'll give you exactly what I've done in my life. Very, very explicit.
Fantastic. Thank you, Theo. So, brothers, make sure you join my Patreon tonight. I will post a link to the Patreon. I'll be posting the video from the Manosphere conference straight on my Patreon as soon as possible. So here's a link to my Patreon. Join the Patreon. There's many benefits on there. You're not losing out anywhere, anywhere. You're not losing out. What? You're not losing out in any shape or form. Join the diamond tier. If you can't join the diamond tier, join the lower tiers. Just support the channel in general, and that'd be great. Hold on, Phil. I got a couple of super chats real quick. Hold on, bro.
Sure.
Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant for the £1.58 cash app. Thank you, Conrad Grant. Shout out IP, showing blessings and support, fam. Thank you very much, Conrad Grant. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, bro. Shout out to Mr. James L's Moans for the $5 super chat. Is there a link to more info about Theo's AWS training? Yes, there will be. Can you answer that, Theo, please?
So I'll be posting the link for the training, and also, I'll be posting a link for Mumia Obsidian Ali's experience, which is the conference. You have to attend that, and then I'll also be posting a link for the hotel. That'll be tomorrow. I'll be putting in IP's group. So you have to go there first in order to attend the training. Like, that's for the long term. And the training, again, you could ask. There's guys who are my students in the chat right now. I see them. So you could ask, like, have I been teaching pretty much every weekend? And they'll say yes. I had coronavirus when I was in Brazil, and I still taught because I knew one of my students was interviewing, and he had a good chance of getting the job. So I had to prepare him. So I kept on teaching, even though I was basically suffocating to death. And he got that job. So I'm saying I'm devoted. I'm not going to back out and say like, oh well, you attended, that's it. Pay me $1,000, something like that. No, man, I'm in it for the long run with you guys.
Thank you, Theo. Brothers, can we please get the likes up? You see, this is why I don't like. Here it is, me and Theo giving you free information, free intel that will change your lives forever. And some of you guys just won't hit the like button. I told you likes are very important for engagement. It means that YouTube will promote this video to other Black men who need this intel. So if you have not liked this video already, can you please just hit that like button? Likes are free, okay? Support the channel via the Cash App, Patreon, and even hitting the like button. Cash App, Super Chat, Patreon, and hit the like button at least, brothers. That's not hard, okay? Please support this channel. All right, thank you. Thank you for that, James L. Mones. Appreciate you, bro. Also, to get in my Facebook group, if you're already on my Patreon, you are in my Facebook group. So I suggest you join my Patreon if you want to get to the Facebook group. If not, reach out to me on Instagram. Let me know who you are. I gotta know that you're not a troll. I need to verify you first, and I will add you to my Facebook group only for Theo's training. Okay, but ideally you should join my Patreon to get into the Facebook group. What was that, Theo?
No, you're right. I'm like, Azrael, he's the Daywalker. He's one of my students. And he's saying, I've been teaching nonstop like 3 times a week, but I also practice in dark nights.
Awesome. Hey,
That's pretty true. It's pretty true, man. It's pretty true.
Shout out to Russian Spy Sleazeball for the $5 super chat. One-on-one with Theo. Yep.
Funny. That's funny.
Yes, you have a one-on-one session with Theo. Theo is, let me tell you this, man. Theo is exceptionally intelligent. I don't know if he was born that way or he made himself that way through the dark arts. I don't know. But Theo is a very intelligent man. So one-on-one with him is better than one-on-one with Jay-Z, one-on-one with Obama. Theo is the top high-value man in America, in my opinion. So that's a huge statement there, Theo. I wish every black man was that. I wish every black man was like Theo, honestly.
Well,
hopefully.
Let's just say this. I got the experience, but I mean, I'm realistic. The thing is, I'm going to say this, you guys, again, we're doing the Manosphere. It's not that I have the experience, I have the failure. And you really can't be successful without failure. And people who go around, for example, saying like, oh, you're successful in marriage, and so you can give relationship advice. Those people are nuts, because the people you want to talk to are the people who failed in marriage, so they can tell you why they failed, or they failed, for example, in having their own company, which I did, and they can say why, or like, I was homeless before, and I had to come from being homeless to actually getting myself off the ground and actually continuing. I experienced that, and that's hard. So the reason why, again, if I have any value to you, is that not only am I honest with you and direct with you, but I'm coming from the point of view of how to be successful after massive failure. Like, this is what you want to avoid. Like, this is real. You don't think there's a dragon over there. There is one. It's possessed, and it's looking for you, and it knows where you are. And you don't think it's there. It doesn't matter. It knows you're there. It's going to look for you. So I'm going to tell you about what to avoid and how to prepare yourself for real, and just how to be honest about it. Like, I'm going to talk about Portuguese real quick. A lot of the guys have said, like, how do you study Portuguese? So talk about it real quick. I mean, I'm here in my hometown right now. I really go old school with this kind of stuff, right? So let me show you. Well, here it is. I go old school with Portuguese grammar. I get these old books and actually sit and go through and do all the lessons. I'm very particular about my process for learning languages. So I'm going to tell you guys about that because, again, like Tony Berry, he did the same thing. We're fluent in our languages that we're dealing with. So Portuguese is new for me, but I'm fluent in Japanese, and so is he. And we're going to tell you, like, okay, if you want to do this in another country, this is a language you have to do, but in the same way, the same technique, if you want to be successful in IT, I'm going to tell you fundamentally how you need to study, what to avoid, and where to focus your time so you can actually be productive and beneficial to a company and actually get that job but not waste your time. And also how to be realistic, like, okay, go do AWS Cloud, so where are you going to work? How are you going to work abroad? Are you going to work in the United States? Well, there's a strategy for that. You need to really think about it. Are you going to work abroad, or say you work in the United States or work in the UK? I've been giving UK brothers a lot of advice about IT there, because I worked in IT in London. I know what it's like to work there. I know the tax structure. We have to have honest conversations about the tax structure in the UK, because oh my God. So I don't know why you guys go outside in the morning. So anyway, so I'm going to be realistic about this, guys. And I want to know, just real quick, and guys in the chat, how many of you guys are in the UK right now? Or how many guys are abroad? I want to see how many guys out there. I want to see there's some guys in there. Because one thing I did.
Bearman Theo is pretty late over here in the UK.
It's pretty late.
Almost 4 a.m.
Okay. Well, there's guys in the UK. The one thing I want to tell you guys, you can join my class without going to the meetup. And that is because we had, again, IP and I were originally talking about having this conference in London. And IP was very explicit, explained all the problems that would happen with it. And I looked it up and I was like, there's no way. This is just too horrible. There is no way to do it over there. even if it's clean, can't do it. So that's a shame. I mean, really, that's just so horrible. You guys, oh. So we decided, well, the closest thing we can do is put a meetup on the East Coast, and that's where Obsidian came in, and he and I have been talking about his experience, what the kind of classy kind of meetup that he wanted to do, and that's why he was transferred from London over to Philadelphia. So that's the history of it. Again, UK guys, I'm with you. I stand with you. You have to take the, you have to buy the course, which is like on Udemy, it's like $15. It shouldn't be that bad. Maybe it's £15 with you guys, something like that. And then you have to buy this book. This is the book you have to buy. I'll show the link for this in your group tomorrow. And it's, you can buy it on Amazon. It's nothing like an affiliate link or anything going to my pocket. You can go get it yourself. And from there, you could actually continue on with my course. And I teach the course every week on Zoom. And there's homework you have to do. There's a lot of group work that I make you guys do. I don't want you working by yourself. You have to work with other people and submit your homework together as a group. I don't accept it just by yourself because that's not realistic. And I show you what the real company is like. And then the thing is, again, Azrael is in there. He's a pretty good guy. He's good with DevOps. He understood like what was really necessary to do with DevOps. So just so you guys know, because the students are in there, this course, this time, I will be teaching it from the point of view of automation from day one. So automated scripts, automated Python, CloudFormation, and Terraform, that will be a part of the course from the beginning. And so it's part of the reasons why I want you to go to Philadelphia so I can go work with you on that area, those areas. But you guys in the UK, we're going to be doing that as well with you. So you'll be a cloud engineer, but I'm going to teach you how to be a DevOps cloud engineer from day one, because that's in the market right now. That's the premium dollar. That's the big money, and that's where you want to be.
Fantastic. I've got a lot to speak on, Theo, so I'm going to give you a break there. Hold on. Consistency. Hold on. Okay, so Theo mentioned about his failures, and it just shows you how transparency is as a person. I've also spoke about my failures here in terms of dating or my life, in terms of what I made wrong in the past. For example, I used to date foreign women that were in this country in the West. But also that's also not a good thing as well, because they become westernized. And I told you, brothers, how I failed with that in terms of my relationships with Western women that were in the UK. If I was a prideful person, I wouldn't tell you that. So brothers like us, we tell you our failures because we want you brothers to learn from it. We want you to learn from our mistakes so it won't affect you personally. So having that transparency is also another feature of my channel. We're all here to support each other. We all want that dime foreign chick, but we got to put in the hard work, and we got to think right and do things right as well. Next thing is, brothers, I strongly advise you to join the Patreon. The Patreon will get you in the Facebook group as soon as possible, because I know that you're not trolls. I've had to delete a lot of trolls from the Facebook group in the past few weeks, and we've got we've got real people in the Facebook group that are genuine and actually brothers. So I would advise you, brothers, to join the Patreon. Join the Patreon Diamond tier. I will get you on the Facebook group. You can find more information about Theo's course on there. If you're already on the Facebook group, congratulations. We got over 650 people, 600 people on the Facebook group. A majority of them went to the previous Manosphere meetup last year. I'm expecting more of them to go this year. So don't miss out the opportunity, brothers, okay? And for you, if you actually want to take this Manosphere conference seriously, brothers, we are all about consistency, okay? Be consistent. Right, we don't want lazy brothers who will do it for 1 or 2 weeks and they drop off. This is a month. This is a weekly thing and a monthly thing. Isn't that right, Theo?
Yeah, that's right. It does take a long time. And what I found, as I found with my other students, is that the first 3 weeks is probably the most difficult. And that's where I'm going to go through and kind of mold you. And I tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong in a very direct manner. And that's because I want you to be successful. And I do this in front of everyone. It's not I pull you over to the side. No, I do it for everyone. And that's because I want you to pay attention. And I want you to understand how to deal with a computer system. Computers don't have feelings. So when you're working, you can't have feelings either. There are no feelings. So you can't be like, oh, I feel this way about this EC2, or oh, I feel this as I'm using CloudFront. I feel this way. Screw that. It's a cloud system. It doesn't care what your feelings are. It's input. You put data, you put settings in. That's the way it works. And so I need to change your thinking about a lot of stuff. So as we saw with the group that we had in December, there was some back and forth between me and the students. And I was like, I don't know who the hell you guys are listening to, but you guys are listening to whack stuff and listen to what I'm saying because I've been there and I know what I'm talking about. Well, they kept on going and they saw I was right. And when they followed what I was saying, you got the results. You got people passing certifications, being competent, knowing what they were doing with the cloud, and being able to get jobs. And that's what it's all about. Then I had guys. There's the next one. I teach cloud practitioner with AWS. The next one is solutions architect associate. I had students going taking that one. I hadn't even started teaching it yet. They wouldn't took it and passed it. I was like, oh my God. So I want to say I work not just on your thinking, but on your confidence. And when you get confident in this class, you're going to see how easy the cloud is. And you're gonna get other certifications. You're not gonna need me. As I told again, my students are in there. They could back me up on this one. I said, you don't need me for this. I gave you all the materials. You can go study it yourself. And then if you want to go take the test, you go take it yourself. I'm not here to be your wall. I'm facilitating you. I'm helping you out with different problems. But you go take it anytime you want. And then also, there are practice tests. And we go through the practice test as a group, and then we talk about it. And not everybody gets all the answers right. I didn't get all the answers right. I'm a WAF specialist, and I get some of the answers right. I thought the guy who was quack. I was like, this is the way it works. But we go through and talk about why the answers are right and they're not right, and how you should be thinking. We do this all as a group. It's not just like the university system or the educational system is, which is usually condemnation for one person. Nah, it's a group thing. It's together. We're building each other up. And then after that, you're going to feel fully confident to go get this cert, that one. You're going to be like, hey, this is what I really need to do. And that's it. You're gone. That's what I want you to be. I want you to be uncontrollably successful and driven and just keep on going in the cloud. And then I'm just facilitating your career. You're in the driver's seat of where you want to go. That's how I want it to be. And at the end of it, or again, in the middle of it, as some of these guys who are on there, you're going to start thinking like, why are people being imported from other countries to do this when you could do it? And you got this crazy guy with 3 dogs and a blonde. He's teaching for free, and you guys are able to get jobs. Why isn't this being done? And we talk about this in the conference and in the class quite a lot. Yeah.
Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Russian Spies Teasball. Thank you to Irregular Data for the $5 Canadian super chat. Thank you, Irregular Data, for the support. It means a lot to me, brothers. Feel free to send in more support for this movement. It will be greatly appreciated. Thank you, Irregular Data. Thank you to Mr. Johnny Walker for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Johnny, for the support. Much love to you, bro. Showing support for IP. Thank you. Theo dropping good game. Fellas, listen up. Yes, indeed. Thank you for that, Johnny Walker. Much appreciation, brother. Shout out to Irregular Data again for the $5 Canadian super chat. IP changing lives, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being a regular Theo WAF. Thank you, Theo, for being a regular on the channel. Much appreciation, Irregular Data.
Yo.
Thank you, bro. Fantastic. So I also want to touch upon the importance of Black men's health in this conference field, because obviously we've heard about Kevin Samuels' death. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. We're also seeing, obviously, black men go through a lot of stress. We go through racism. We go through a lot of BS in the West. Even our own women hate us. BWs hate us. So we have non-black people that hate us. We have BWs that hate us. We go through a lot of stress. It's too much on black men's mental and physical. So, brother, in this conference, can you speak more about the health part? Because I think that's very important. We want black men to live very long lives and be healthy, so they can bang their foreign dimes in the bedroom good.
There's going to be a lot of conversation about this, about exercise, intermittent fasting, diet, insulin, removing sugar from your diets, the amount of exercise that you need to be having, your BMI, the entirety of it is going to be there. And there's a lot of points that I have to work on as well. I burn over 1,500 active calories per day. It doesn't matter. I still have my problems. So we're going to be very direct about this. And in particular, given that we have lost Kevin this month, which is unbelievable to this day, I will be modifying my behavior. So I will be taking a lesser stress path. And I'm only going to do a high stress for about another year. And then I'll be going to a lower stress environment. So this will be impacting quite a lot. Well, we will be talking about what you really need to be doing. So this is going to be a big part of Mamiya Obsidian Ali's experience. There's going to be a very good specialist talking about this. He works in the field. He's in California. He's very much in shape, and he's going to be talking about his own struggles, the things that he has, the activities that he has pursued, and his strategies really for getting your health up, eliminating that sugar, eliminating the alcohol, whatever you're doing wrong. It's not, he's going to work on that. It's like how one person said it today. It says, dieters lose, people who set habits win. And it's going to be about that. It's going to be about setting a habit for having a certain kind of healthy living. And this is definitely going to work out. So you guys don't want to miss this. This guy is a pro. He definitely knows what he's talking about.
Yep. Like I said, there's no point having all that money and, all that stuff when your health is completely crap. Okay. If you want to enjoy your wealth, your hard work, and of course, bang beautiful foreign dime women all around the world and get a beautiful wife and girlfriend, your health's got to be on point. Okay. So please don't mistake that for granted. Theo, can that also be a recorded session that I can put on my Patreon, please? Or even on the channel, I can stream on the channel, because I think the health is very important, bro. We need to...
I'll talk with him. I'll talk with him about it. Yeah. He has a channel himself.
Okay. That's good. Maybe we can get him on the channel. Go on, bro.
I'll talk with him. I talk with him every once in a while, so I'll talk to him on Sunday about it.
Okay, thank you, Theo. Shout out to Chalo Tamaz for the $5 super chat. Is there any information for blue-collar workers to work internationally? Because I'm a HVAC technician in 3 months in my trade school. Can you answer that, Theo?
Okay, so I will talk about that. Blue-collar work typically is only local. So you're competing with other blue-collar workers in the local environment. So let me give you an example. Whatever you're working, let's see, whatever your wage is in the United States, if you travel to, say, like Brazil, you're going up against those workers in those environments who do your job. And they're going to do your job at about 80% less than what you do. So a blue-collar job typically doesn't move internationally. You have to have a different kind of job. So, but I'm going to say this, your approach to doing international has to be different. So what your approach has to be is, hey, look, you're a blue-collar worker, so every once in a while you can travel abroad and try to meet someone and then try to get her to come over to your country. That's the only option that you have. You are stuck in your country, in your environment, because you have a blue-collar job. Nothing wrong with blue-collar jobs. I mean, I'm all for them, because the world logistics does not work without blue-collar jobs. It's just the way it is, right? I eat because of blue-collar jobs. But if you want an Afro-Latina from Brazil, or you want like a really dark Ethiopian, which I go for both of them, well, you got to, have time off to go fly over there and go do that. You got to think about it. That's the only way. You're not gonna You're not gonna be doing that remotely.
Cello, I think you got to get in this AWS course, Cello, tomorrow. So hopefully you join that. Thank you, Chiles. Shout out to Mr. Chin for the $199 super chat. Showing
Good job.
Support. Thank you, brother. Thank you for showing support to the channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you. 8 years doing this now, so it means a lot. Shout out to Russian Spy Sleazeball for the $5 super chat. How much experience would Theo recommend to seek his tutoring or the conference? And what's a good laptop to begin learning web security? 2 questions for you, Theo.
So how much experience would I recommend to seek? I mean, it's like, how much experience do I have, or how much? I'm looking for a clarification. Type it while I'm answering the other one. Type your clarification on there, because I don't know exactly how that would be.
Can you clarify
a good
that
laptop.
first? Go on.
A good laptop. You need to have, please, Windows or Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do a Chromebook. Please don't do Chrome. I suffered so badly with Chromebook, the last one. Don't do that. So you just need to have a basic. You can go to. You can get it for like 600 quid, 600 pounds, $600. There's a basic Windows box. Make sure you have Windows 10, Windows 11. It needs to have about 8 gigs of memory. That's probably the big thing.
Minimum 8 gig of RAM, please. Don't get 4 gig of RAM. Minimum 8 gig, or even 16 gig if you want full performance, but that's quite expensive. 8 gig of RAM is enough. And it's got to be SSD hard drive as well, because that'll be quicker for you to save onto the hard drive. SSD, minimum 8 gig RAM. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. James Stewart for the $5 super chat. Red Bulls killed Kev, and I don't need 100 in G's. Okay, I don't understand the second part. Red Bulls killed Kev. Sad to hear that. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I don't need 180 kilograms. I don't know what I was referring to there. You know what he's talking about, Theo?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. GS. I don't know about it. Russian Spy Sleazeball did reply about it. His beginner, intermediate, advanced, master. So I think he's saying, how much experience do you need to have to actually get to that level, or something like that. It depends on. Generally speaking, within 5 years, you're going to be advanced. So it depends on how much work you put onto it, and how many projects you have, and how much certifications you get, how many books you have. So you need to be about it. And as I've told my students, again, my students are in here, they can tell, but I think I said this several times. I said, forget about going out Friday, Saturday. Forget about your Sunday. If you're serious about this, you're going to be studying during those times. Forget about getting laid. That's gone. Unless you're already in a relationship. That's not going to happen anymore. Forget about going out and hookup culture. You're not doing that. You're going to be reading books, and you're going to be going. So, even I'm traveling right now, and, I got my books with me. This is one of them, AWS Certified Security Specialist Workbook. And then I'm teaching Azure to the guys, and I'm teaching it from here. This is one of my labs that I'm using. I'm actually teaching AZ 305 right now, but I can still use the same labs. But it gives you the kind of idea that I'm not playing around. You're going to be studying. You're going to be working. This is not going to be easy. Like, I work with you, but you're going to be putting in some work and actually making the labs be successful labs. You're going to be doing a lot of work with that. But if you do it, you come out, I'll make sure that at least you can function at an intermediate level within 3 months. That's not hard to do. And I'll be helping you avoid common pitfalls so that you avoid being a constant newbie, a constant beginner. I don't want that. I want you to go straight into intermediate.
Yes, brothers. This is very important. The next few months, it's the whole of the summer is going to be you studying. You can't. Don't even focus about Western women. Don't think about getting a girlfriend, because I told you the women in the West are completely useless. They're more useless than a piece of rock. So why you want to smash them or date them or deal with them, I don't know. Okay, you need to spend your time every day studying, study hard, put the
Yeah.
work in. So in a few months' time, you can travel to any country you want to, and bag and get that dime Japanese chick, Colombian chick,
Mhm.
whatever's your flavor. Just spend a lot of your time studying. Okay, it's gonna be worth it for your career and future. Hold on, Theo. What was I gonna say? I
You can,
forgot. I forgot. All right. So
yeah.
shout out to Chado Tomaz for the $5 super chat. I have no issue with that. Yeah, I'm also good producing music. I'm using Fruity Loop Studio for 11 years now, but I need investing in tutorials as a beginner.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and answer that one. That's good
Okay.
that you're doing music. Um, hey, I'm all for that. That's fine. Can I say this in my class? You can you can do these things. I think that's great, and I'm not against them. But there is a basic level of cash flow that you need to be focusing on in your job, so that, as Kevin Samuel says, you'll always have money and you're not broke. And this is what I focus on. And I focus on, again, guys on the chat right now, I focus on what your idea is regarding cash flow. And I'm brutal about this. And I say what cash flow you're really supposed to have and what real money is and how it really works. So a lot of guys think that having $80,000 a year is a lot, and it's not. It's Zippo. I'm going to tell you why that is. And if you actually want to get into a relationship, forget it. Now, something that Kevin Samuels always stated was that if you're making $50,000 a year, don't even think about marriage. I would say if you're making $80,000 a year, also don't think about it, particularly if you're a millennial, because it's just too dangerous. If you really want to have the kind of woman that you want, you need much more than that. But the thing is getting that cash flow isn't hard. The biggest deterrent that you have is what's going on inside your head. And most of the time, you have somebody in your past yapping to you saying what you can really make, or you also see some sort of example. And that's what your real problem is getting over that. I'm all about destroying that kind of wall in your head. And I'll be aggressive about it. I'll give you no mercy. And I'm like, we're going to go tear that thing down and going to talk about what real reality is for money. So join it just for that, because you will learn quite a bit. And if you're from the UK, I'm additionally, I know your system rather well, your tax
Mhm.
system. I am brutal about what you really need to do to be successful. Very realistic. So join in just for that one as well.
Thank you, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Jesus Shuttlesworth for the $9.99 super chat. Great live stream. Thanks for the intel. I'll try my best to go to a conference. I was looking for more skills that will bring abundance. Also, maybe fresh and fit for guest. Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, just so you know, I'm a member of Fresh and Fit. I'm a mod there. I'm part of their Patreon. Love Fresh and Fit. Look, they're great guys, but they are a bit too big for what I'm doing here. So that's not going to happen. That's like, look, Fresh and Fit can eat me for. I wouldn't even be an appetizer. They're making so much money. Don't even think about it. So no, man. They're doing their thing. I'm doing mine.
Awesome. Thank you, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Russian Spy Sleazeball for the $5 super chat. What book would Theo solution be to beginners? Also, the online courses to begin at home. Okay, that's the book on the
This
screen.
this one right here. This is the one we use in the class. This is what you use for the beginner. And so you need to be a part of IP's group. And then tomorrow morning I'll be posting all these links. And then you need to take a Udemy course. And the guy I use is Stefan Malik. He's one of the best teachers on Udemy. It's very cheap to do. It's nothing anything big. And again, I use those materials to teach the course for you guys.
Awesome. So make sure you join the Patreon Diamond tier to get on the Facebook group. If you're already in the Facebook group, we have over 600 people in the Facebook group. So I know a lot of the people from the Facebook group are watching this live stream right now. You can expect Theo to post a link to that book as soon as possible. Fantastic. And also, when you do request to join the Facebook group, I will also be doing my own serious vetting to make sure you're not a bot or a troll or someone that wants to disrupt harmony in our Facebook group. We have a good thing going in our Facebook group. So I'll be asking you questions. How did you find the channel? Are you a brother? And if it means getting on a call with you brothers to verify that you are a black brother, then I will do that. This is a very serious thing happening here. I don't want none of you trolls, none of you weirdos, none of you simps, none of you liberal idiots to come up here and try and ruin what we have going. Okay, it's a conservative-minded, smart brothers movement. Okay. Shout out to DC for the $5 super chat. Hello, brothers. Sorry I came in late. What's a good IT certification that starts at 6 figures? That I work on over the summer going into next year.
So this is what I'm teaching, which is AWS certified cloud practitioner. That's what I'm actually teaching. So you can go to 6 figures on it. Now you can't just get the cert and walk right into it. You have to do a little bit more. And as we teach the course, I teach you what you need to do a little bit more in order to actually do that, actually to attain that. But you can get that one first and do it. If you do the next cert, which is SAA, which is Solutions Architect Associate, it's more likely that you'll get 6 figures. But you need to really work on this. You need to go through the labs. It's not just a cert. There's a lot of work that you need to do. So what I do is make it so that what I focus is on the beginning is how to actually do something, how to achieve something. It's not theory. I don't teach you a lot of theory. I teach you to do it. And then after you do it, then I start teaching you more theory about why I was having you do it that way. And then after you get used to doing things and producing, then I allow you to start moving towards the certification. Well, basically at that point, most of the students before were like, hey, we wanted the cert. I'm like, okay, fine. So then we start working on the certs. And then after that, you start doing your resume, your LinkedIn, all that kind of reform and more cert and more practical knowledge about how to pass interviews, how to actually produce work. And it's a continuous circle about your improvement for your career.
Awesome. Thank you, Theo. Also, a special announcement as well. If you're already a part of the Patreon, I will be sending you messages and keeping you updated on Theo's course. I know brothers who are on the Patreon are actually brothers. They're serious brothers, because anyone that pays for a service is a serious brother. Trolls don't pay for services. They just disrupt things. So I'll be sending you a message in the coming days or even tomorrow regarding more information about the Manosphere conference for the Patreon members. You get a special benefit to the Facebook group. So this is going to be a great conference. Fantastic. Thank you very much, DC. Awesome. So Theo, I also want to ask you about, I want you to make it very clear that, we don't want slackers. We don't want brothers who are there to just take Snapchats, TikTok videos, Instagram dance reels. We don't want these kind of idiots at all. And I'm being serious here, Phil, because, I've never in my lifetime seen a conference like this for black men, from this YouTube space. This is the first of any kind in the 18 years YouTube has existed. We've not seen a Black Manosphere conference at all like this. So Theo, make it very clear that brothers, if you're on that silly time, if you're on that simp time, if you're on that playful time, don't come to the conference. Make it very clear, Theo.
Okay, yeah. So if you're there to goof off, you won't make it. You'll be escorted out. And I won't even have to escort you out. The club itself will do it. So you're not there for being an idiot. And to tell you the truth, I do believe, I'm pretty sure, your cell phone will be taken away from you when you go into the conference. And that's the decision of the club. You cannot use it inside of there. So it's not for TikTok. It's not for doing things online. All content will be controlled. and you are there to learn, to contribute, and to network with other like-minded men. So it's a serious environment. This isn't goof time. Now, later on at night, when we have the parties and things like that, you can go goof off all you want. But in the daytime, you're going to be there to do something, to work. When I think when you're in my conference, you're actually doing in my class, I'm serious. So you will have to be doing work. Additionally, again, students might know, when I'm teaching you on Zoom, you cannot record the class. If I find you recording my class, I'll kick you out. It's the way it is. You are to watch the videos from Stefan Malik. And when you're in my class, I'm actually going through there and doing a lot of troubleshooting with you and actually correcting a lot of students' mistakes. And I don't want that media anywhere. So if you are there recording, it means that you didn't watch Stefan Malik. And that's a no-no. Additionally, in order to take my course, you actually have to show me receipts. So you actually have to show me that you bought the book and that you bought the course from Udemy. I need to see receipts from that. Because there's some guys who thought they can go to my class when I teach for free without buying the materials. They could just attend there, and that ain't going to happen. I'm going to smack you upside your face and say, no. So you're going to be working. This is going to be a work session. I mean, there will be a lot of producibles. You have to be producing a lot. And then I'll be evaluating your work. I guarantee there's stuff like, again, I'm going to have you do something and have you document it. The documentation process sucks. Something I don't like doing at all. But the reason I have you document it is so you learn it. Then if you document it, you put all the screenshots in there and you make it all proper and professional, that's good. But you see, that's what a lot of companies are expecting you to do and to be good at. So I'll be preparing for you, but you will be working. This is not going to be something easy to do. No, you'll be working.
Awesome. Shout out to Mr. James Stewart for the $2 super chat. He says, Theo told me I need 180 G's on top of my retirement dollars. When was this, Theo? You remember him?
Yeah, no,
somewhere?
I remember him. I remember what he was talking about. Okay, so yeah, dude, you do need 180 G's, particularly if you're going to go abroad. And your idea of retirement is going to leave you penniless and homeless if you continue. So you need to be much more realistic. Your financial plan for retirement is a plan for failure and starvation. So stop that crap. You need at least 180. In fact, right now, I think you need at least 200 because you need to spend $20,000 on a mental therapist in order to improve your thinking about life. How's that?
What the?
Yeah.
Theo went off. Damn. Okay, this must be some sort of thing I've gone on in the background. I'm gonna keep out of it. Okay.
No, I remember. He was on your stream before, and I'm just pulling a Kevin right now. I get tired of this crap. I get tired of people thinking that they can do something long term, and they'll be just fine, and they can just kind of mosey on through life. And I'm like, nah, man, it's not going to happen that way. You need to really prepare, or if you don't do this, then you're going to be like a lot of people in America who didn't think winter was coming, and winter came, and they ended up being homeless.
Jesus.
And the States, there's no mercy for you. They come out for you. That's it. They throw your stuff on the street, and you get to be homeless. I know that because it happened to me. And so if you're not realistic, it doesn't matter. You could be delusional as you want. You'll be delusional on the streets. So you need to get that money up. I remember before you're talking like only $60,000. And I said, no, you need to get a lot more, particularly if you're going to do international. You need to get it up. You have way too low of your cash. What you're thinking about doing, nah, man, just stay in the States. Don't deny, you're not ready. You need to get the cash flow up.
Damn. Okay. Thanks for the honesty, Theo. Jeez. Okay. So this has been a great stream so far. Theo,
okay.
Go on, Theo.
Go ahead.
You go. Go on, bro. No,
go. I was going to make a comment, but the guy didn't cash out the question, so I won't make the comment. The guy has a kind comment on there, but I want him to cash app it. So then I'll talk about it.
Brothers, please cash up and super chat your questions. Support for the channel is greatly appreciated. You have to bear in mind that I've been doing this for the past 8 years, and this is free information that's been on this channel, over 200 videos. So donate to the channel to get your questions answered by Theo. Okay, always support this movement. Buying PORN ain't gonna improve your life. Spending money on Western women ain't gonna improve your life. This channel will improve your life. Theo will improve your life. Okay, fantastic. This is awesome so far. Theo, would there be a particular set of countries you will focus on and you will push upon brothers on the conference to actually go there to get their foreign girlfriends or wives? Would that be Japan? Would that be what countries, brother? Break it down for us. What country will you be focusing on specifically for brothers to go Japan, go here to get your wife?
I can give almost unlimited information about Japan, about how to do it. Japan is actually a country where you can actually have a very different strategy, because you have to think about where you're going to eat. That's it. So what is the source of your food? What kind of food are you eating, and from where are you eating? So you can do everything from Japan by itself. So I was giving lots of information about that. I'm particular about Brazil right now. As you could tell with other streams with you, particular about Japan, Philippines, Thailand. I am also particular about Thailand, but I'm really particular about Brazil right now. Colombia is also good, and then Ukraine. So these are the areas where you can be extremely successful, particularly if you are a Black passport bro who does have a good strategy. Now, if you don't have the strategy 100%, and you're like, hey, I want to go to another country, but like I want to implement a strategy, but I want to be abroad while I'm doing it, then Japan is a good country for that. And that's what I did. So I went there as an English teacher when I was 24 years old. That was the second time I was there. I was there when I was a child, but also as an adult, I was 24. And I started off at like $2,000 a month, somewhere around there, in direct currency exchange. And I worked my way from there. So I learned how to speak Japanese fluently. I was already good at Japanese, but I got fluent, got business proficiency. I passed level 1 of the Japanese proficiency exam, got my kanji to 3,000. Really a lot of work. And then I got a job. I was an English teacher. I actually was working in IT, and then the rest is history. So I give you a lot of information about how to do that in Japan if you want to do that. Now, if you're talking about other countries, for example, like let's say about Brazil or Colombia, you're not going to be working locally there because they can't support your wages. So, and they have plenty of other people there who can do your job. You're not special. So you need to be working remote. So you have to have a strategy for that. In Japan, however, you are kind of special. So there aren't a lot of cloud people there. So they need cloud people in Japan. It's a big market for cloud. So they will want to hire you directly. So if you get the cloud certs here and then you go to Japan, you have a realistic ability to get that working visa. Good. So I give you a practical approach to actually how to deal with this. You're not going to be working in Ukraine because they're being bombed to death right now. So that ain't going to work either. I'll show you, though. We'll talk about where to go to talk to refugees. I know where they are. I know a lot about that right now.
In America?
They're in Poland, Slovakia, Spain, Italy, Czech, Moldova. So I'll tell you like where to go, where to actually meet them, because I'll just say Ukrainian women right now are at a discount. All right, so there's a lot of like I don't want to be bad, but oh my God. So I'm seeing the situation right now. Like, you can get a really amazing Ukrainian woman right now. I mean, so I said on the group that I'll be going like this winter. I'll be going to Slovakia and Spain. There's reasons for that.
Fantastic. Hey, so I don't know where you got that intel from, but you're a legend, man.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to refugees. I'm talking with matchmakers and refugees. I'm like, whoa, the market really just changed. Like, okay, let's say Ukrainian women became a little bit more down to earth. They're like, okay, you don't have to be like a Hollywood star, but okay, you have a job. All right, you have a place to stay. You're not being bombed. Okay, let's talk.
Theo, man, hey, you are one naughty guy. You're one naughty guy. So brother, I know you mentioned that there's a big cloud field out there in Japan. Okay, that's crazy. That's good. Will the Japanese pay you very, very well? In yen, or do you have to obviously get paid in dollars from a company?
No. You'll be paid in yen. So that's the thing. That's why I said, let's talk about the concept of where you're getting your food from. So you have to be thinking that your food is going to be grown domestically. And what I'm talking about is that your cash flow is going to be coming from yen. So you need to be a part of their system. That you just need to be aware of it. So the last time I was dealing with Amazon Japan, they were trying to get me over there at $250,000. And I was doing remote projects for them. I wasn't doing it for $250,000, but I was getting money for doing that remotely. You can easily start out there at 150,000 doing cloud work in Amazon right now. They really need. Yeah.
Excuse me, 150,000 in Japan.
Yeah.
Are you in dollars, but converted to yen?
Converted to yen, so that'd be 1.5. That'd be 15 million yen. Yeah, 15
Lord
million yen
mercy.
a year.
Are you serious, bro? Jesus Christ.
Particularly if you get that like I say in your group, you need to have 300 kanji. So if you can have 300 kanji and do some speaking, it'll work. But there's a lot of international companies who definitely need AWS there. So you get the Japanese, but if you only speak in English, you can actually get the job as well. They really don't have enough. It is very limited. I cannot believe how limited it is right now in that. So they always talking like, please come back to Japan. You know, we get a package for you. We'll fly you over. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do it. So that's just the way it is. So what your approach for Japan should be to at least get security. So what is it? Solutions architect associate, and you should get the networking and the security specializations. And if you do that, you can go to Japan as a security specialist. And it'll only take you about 6 months to do that. Yeah, you would be on fire. What you could also do, this is another approach. I want you guys to think about this, because they need English teachers really badly right now. You could talk to Tony Berry about this as well. I'm sure he's seeing the situation. They desperately need English teachers. So you could get a job there as an English teacher. And then while you're there, because you'd actually be in Japan, you could actually take my course on AWS, and I'd be teaching you how to actually get certs and actually how to do the work. And then you could apply for jobs doing cloud in Japan. And you'd already be there. You already have a work visa. You'd be like gold to them. So there are approaches to doing this. You can actually get strategies for Japan. Japan's a very good country for this. Don't go to Western Europe for this. No, it won't work. But in particular, the guys I see who are doing this are Brits. Yeah, the English. They do this a lot. That this is their approach. I basically did the British approach when I was in Japan.
Fantastic. Awesome. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Betts Uncle E for the £3.96 cash app. He says for Intel on Colombia. Okay, thank you, brother, for that. Much appreciation to you, Bet Uncle E. Shout out to let me go through the super chats real quick. Shout out to Mr. Brother Crypt. What's up, Brother Crypt, for the £55.55 super chat. Thank you very much for the hefty donation, brother Crypt. It means a lot to me. Much love to you, brother. Thank you, bro. Use this channel to change your life, brothers. Yes, indeed. Get your passports. Shout out to IP. Theo has a heart of gold. Yes, indeed. Buy, learn, and stake. Hex. Wonderful. Thank you, brother Crypt, for the incredible super chat. It means a lot to me, brother. Thank you, brothers. If this channel is changing your life, if this channel has sparked something in you, please donate to the channel via the Cash App and Super Chats. That'll be greatly appreciated. Once again, thank you, brother Crips. Much love to you, brother. Thank you, bro. UK brother coming through. Salutes. Shout out to Eric for the $99 super sticker. Thank you, Eric, for the support. Much love and appreciation to you, brother, for the donation. It means a lot to me. Awesome. Okay. Mr. Thomas Demihan is in the building. Shout out to Mr. Thomas. Shout out to Mr. Thomas Demihan for the £1.79 super chat. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, bro. Big up IP and Theo Waff, two legends doing God's work. Yes, indeed, Thomas. Welcome back, Thomas. Been a minute, bro. Hope you're keeping well, Thomas. Much love to you, brother. Much appreciation to you, Thomas. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Kenny Peoples for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Kenny Peoples, for the support. Much love to you, brother. Where can I sign up for Manosphere in Philly? Do you have the website and you attend by Zoom meeting or in person?
Okay, so there's no Zoom and you have to be no Zoom for this conference. You have to attend in person, and I'll be posting the link in IP's group tomorrow morning.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Theo, for confirming that. Wonderful. This is great. So Japan is
actually,
a key country. Go on, Theo. Yeah.
I actually thought a lot about Thomas, about how he would do this, what I would highly recommend to him. And the one I recommend to him is that he actually, what I was saying before, which is go get the English teaching job, just get the visa, go. And then while he's there, learn AWS and then learn Japanese and actually be there in the culture, learning it. Because the first year could be a little bit rough in Japan. So it's better just to get rid of that. I mean, just do it as fast as you can. I think he's like 27 years old. So I'm like, just go for it. Like, just get over there as fast as you can. Get that first year out. Particularly because they'll be so happy to see you. They become a close country again. So they'll be like, oh my God, there's foreigners. Oh yeah. So you're going to have some really good experiences. I mean, it's going to be really lit. I mean, it's going to be fun. I mean, you're going to have a good time. So I think I think you need to go. That's really what I approach. I mean, you guys from the UK especially, I would say, I mean, I'll show you the sites where to go to get the English teaching jobs. Go apply. Go do the English teaching job. Even if you don't have that much money, all you need to do is put yourself in the storage, wherever that is in the UK, your house, I don't know where it is. Where are you going to do it? Get 2 suitcases, maybe 3. I'll show you where to apply. You need 2,000 quid to get over there and then you need an airplane ticket. You need 2,000 quid just to make sure that you can get through like a month or sometime before your first paycheck. Actually, get off the airplane within 1 week, start working, doing English teaching, get some jobs on the side, get some privates, get some cash flow, be conservative with your money. I'll show you where to buy, so you buy food so you don't have to starve where you get your housing. Then you got internet there. Join my class, do it remotely, study, just keep it going. Get that kanji up, and then 6-7 months later you'll be in a position to start interviewing, to actually doing something else, to actually get a job. And I'll tell you which agencies to go to. I know because I worked there. So where to go to, people I know with whom you can network to actually get the job. So I can give you a plethora of information there in Japan. So somebody like Thomas, go do it, man. There's no reason for you to stay in the West. You're just wasting your time.
Thank you, Theo. Theo, can I bring Thomas in the conversation?
Good.
Fantastic. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Michael S for the $2 super chat. Thank you, bro. Hello, IP. Theo, how do I sign up for your course?
Go into IP's group on Facebook. I'll be posting the links tomorrow. And then there's various tiers that you can do and actually take the course. And then again, you have to go to the Manosphere meetup. Sorry, you have to go to Mamiya Obsidian Lee's experience. It's a 2-day experience in Philadelphia. You need to go to it. Basically, we need to see who you are. And then I teach the course for free after that. It's, again, 2 months at least in order to get your first certification. To get your second one, probably 4 months. And then for specialization, pretty much 2 months after that. I'll be teaching AWS. If you could keep on going, I'll teach you Azure as well.
Awesome. Thank you very much for answering that question, Theo. Shout out to Mr. J Rod for the $9.99 super chat. Theo, Thomas, check your IG DMs, please. Shout out to J Rod for the $9.99 super chat. I can only make the Saturday event, unfortunately. Which pass is best to purchase for the Manosphere conference? So can you do it separately, Theo, or do that have to be there for every single day?
There's only one price, so you need to be paying it. The price is again for the expenses that are associated with this. Go for it, man. Take a day off. I know what you're saying. Take the day off. Do it. If you need to get there late, but you go there Friday. You need to see Obsidian. Obsidian's going to be delivering. I've talked to him a lot about the content. He's going to deliver. You're going to miss something out. You want to be in the pyramid. You want to be in that group. And then definitely Friday night, you want to go to the party because there's going to be some fun on Friday night.
Yes.
Did somebody just say that? You did not say that. Okay, I will comment now. Okay, anyone who says CompTIA is a good certification, stop that shit. Sorry, I swore, but I said, okay, stop that. That is not a good certification. That is a way to be poor, penniless, and inbred. If you want to go for CompTIA, don't go abroad. Just stay where you are and talk to yourself in the mirror because that's about as best as you're going to do with your career. Stop doing CompTIA. Stop talking about it. It leads you to nowhere, to nothingness. Actually take the siloed, vendor-based certifications. Start with AWS or do Azure, but AWS is wonderful right now. Do there, get plenty of jobs and travel abroad. Nobody needs a CompTIA person. You want to get, I'll say this, every American who takes a CompTIA, there's a new job in India who just gets spurned out. And they're happy and dancing because your job is going to India. So good job, man. You just made an Indian proud. So don't do that. Okay, dude? No CompTIA.
The knowledge is good for some CompTIA, but don't obviously do the exam, isn't it, Theo? So obviously A+, Network Plus, Security Plus. There's some CompTIA that will give you basic knowledge, but don't waste your money on the exam. Move on to AWS and pay for the exam for that.
I don't see the thing is that they don't teach you to do anything.
It's just knowledge based, right? It's just knowledge based. So what's the IP address? What's the DNS server? What's
you can read it. You can go to Wikipedia and read it. You don't need to take a book or do anything. Just go to Wikipedia, read it, do some YouTube. You take CompTIA. A CompTIA cert is basically good for knowing that somebody read a book and can't do anything. Oh, good. I want to hire somebody who can't do anything. You take my class, you're going to be able to make some computers online. You make some XC2. You're going to use online storage. You're going to make websites. I'm going to make sure you can do authentication. You can do firewalls. You can do web application firewalls.
Yeah, but
you can set up databases.
That's a bit more specialized, right? In that
obviously, but that's where you start. That's where you start. You need to be starting on there. It's not hard to do. That's my whole point about the course. It's not hard to do this work. And so I teach you the other basic stuff while you're doing the practical work that everybody needs to have done in the cloud. And then there's more, again, Big Mac is in there. He can tell you straight out, it's not hard. And you'll be thinking why the heck did you think this was so hard? It's not. It's easy. All you need is someone to teach you how to do it. So then at the end of it, you'll be like, why did I ever think about anything else except what Theo was saying? Oh my goodness, what was I doing?
Thing is, Theo, not all competitions are terrible. Obviously, there's some ones
Yes,
that
they are.
are
Yes, they are.
even like the ones that are
Okay,
specialized.
CompTIA is like dating that cute blonde English chick who looks good on the tube. She looks really hot, but she destroys your life from day one. That's CompTIA, okay? They're all bad. All of them. They're all worthless. There's not a specialized one. You specialize in being dumb. That's all you do with CompTIA is you specialize in being dumb. You could take that time and actually do an AWS security specialization. How about $150,000 a year? Yeah, we need you to work for you. We need work. If you do like CompTIA, like security specialization, you read a general book about security. You can't do anything. Well,
that's correct,
thanks.
but that's correct. But that's the basic foundation. Then you have to go on to do things better.
No.
Hey, Theo,
don't do it. Don't
Theo,
do it. No.
All right. Theo hates comment show, man. This is incredible. All right, let me go into the next super chat. Thank you, J Rod. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Big Mac the Fisher for the $5 super chat. Keep working. Yes, indeed.
Will you highlight Azrael's comment? He has a good comment, which I agree with. So will you highlight his comment? Yeah. Oh yeah, you wanna put it on your channel. I agree with you. Yeah, he knows what's up. I told you he's a smart student. He's a good guy. He knows what he's doing. He's gonna make money, man. He's gonna be rich. Oh yeah, he's gonna go somewhere.
Lord willing, we all become rich on this channel. Lord willing, Theo. Shout out to J Rod for the $99 super chat. I'm in. Thank you, J Rod. You're making the best decision of your life. Book that time off from your work. Go there for the 3 days in the conference and gain some valuable information and intel. It will change your life. You know, you won't see a lot of brothers like Theo and the rest in everyday society. You know, we are constantly bombarded with rap music, with athletes, dudes rapping about killing other black men, saying the N-word this, N-word that, being degenerates. And when you see brothers like Theo, who wears a suit, and other educated brothers, that will change your mind state. You start being more confident. You start having more self-esteem. That's what I want from you, brothers. I told you, brothers, I want to see CEOs, directors being formed from this channel. I want to see you, brothers, IPO a company. Okay, it's possible, but we have to be that change. We are serious brothers. We're not a part of the community anymore. Forget about BWs. Forget about the black community. We are on our own. We are SYSBM. Ain't that right, Theo?
Yeah, that's right. That's who we are. And we're going out and doing something and building ourselves. And then when we get our money together, we get everything the way it's supposed to be. Maybe we'll get married or we'll have girlfriends. And we're going to have the kind of women that we deserve. And they're going to be awesome women. And they'll be submissive and feminine. And they'll work with us to make wonderful families. And that's where we are. And we talk about this all the time in the class. We're like, when we get, when all of the students get their wives, it's going to be amazing. We're going to see a plethora of gorgeous international women in that group. Some are going to be Brazilian. Some are going to be Colombian. Some are going to be Japanese. There's going to be some Thai. Well, I think the guys who have Thai wives, they won't be in the group because they'll be busy with their Thai wives. Like, sorry, I'll send you an email, but this honey, yeah. So they're not going to be there. But the other guys, yeah, they'll be there.
Awesome. Thank you, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Russian Spies Sleazeball for the $5 super chat. Theo, do you think it will be worth using these skills you offer in areas like Australia or Canada, UK, besides Japan, since the money is also of value? Great question, Russian Spies Sleazeball. Great question.
Okay.
Go on, Theo.
So my view on this is that if you go there, you go Australia, you got a 47% tax rate. If you go to Canada, it depends on how much money you're making, you're also talking about a high tax rate. So the U.S. has a much lower tax rate. So why would you go there? Why? Okay, if you're going to Australia, the women there, okay, I have a low opinion about Australian women. I don't do it. They're like super feminists on kangaroo going nuts, man. I'm tired of them. I have a friend who got destroyed unbelievably by an Aussie. Like, he was totally in love with her, and he destroyed her so bad. She destroyed him so bad that he'll never have kids. Like, that's it. He gave up. I can't believe he would have been a perfect father. So I'm not like that. I don't say go to those countries. I say go to get your money, get your career, and then go to a non-Western country and date the women there. You'll have a thrill. You'll have a just fine time. Everything will be great with you. So do that.
Facts. You know, those countries you mentioned, Russian spies, sleazeball, only for recreational purposes. They're not wifeable. We're not looking to make them our girlfriends. If we're in their countries, we're just gonna smash them and that's it. That's how I see. Especially Western countries are just for recreational purposes and for making money. And but then we to get the girls we want, we got to travel. You can't even date foreign women in a Western country because they become poisoned by Western culture. Isn't that right, Theo?
Yeah, I mean, that's my big point. That's the only thing I say. You don't want to date the woman here. So, I mean, for example, I'm crazy about Thai and Japanese women. And then, you know, people tell me, like, go out with Ukrainians here in the United States. In Austin, there's a zillion Ukrainians. And I say no, because I know what they're doing. You should see it. Too bad I can't show. I mean, maybe I'll post this stuff on your group IP because I've got some real gem experiences on this. I have a matchmaker here in America. Sorry, she's actually from Ukraine, but she knows Russian women and Ukrainian women in America. And there's this one Russian woman that she's in Colorado Springs. You know, Colorado Springs is a really good area. And she's been in America 3 years. She's 36 years old. And she's thin, and she had like at least a C cup, if not a D. She's about, I don't know, 169, 170 centimeters. It's about, 5'7", bordering on 5'8". And she said she can't find a guy. And I said straight out to her, I said, that's a CC writer right there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even dealing with that. She's like, what? She said, can't find a guy. I said, no, stop it. Like, that's a CC writer. She said, oh, no, she gave me all these excuses. I said, no. Like, a girl like that has ridden every guy in Colorado is looking for new victims.
Jesus.
That's it. I'm done. So you don't want to do that. What you want to go do is go abroad, get the woman, bring her here, then make sure she's on your program and love her to death.
Bring her back.
Yeah, make the family. But I'm going to be giving you additional game to actually how to really make sure that she doesn't become westernized.
Okay, because I'm bringing her back, bro. Theo, I don't know about bringing her back. If I'm being honest with you, bro, I'm very scared about bringing her back to West.
The thing with the UK is that you shouldn't go back. No. So the UK, you need a different game plan from the Americans. So you're going to be permanently leaving the country. That's your game plan that you have to have. So you're only going back to the UK for a holiday. That's it. Outside of that, because with this career, let's go back with the other guy, what the other super chatters was talking about. So what Russian spy? He's talking about, is your job good for the Western countries? It is good for Western countries, but it's not. You're not going to use your job in a Western country and then date there. What you're going to do is use your job, go abroad, get someone, and then you can bring her back, and then you can have enough money, and your job is in enough demand that you can sustain a marriage and pay for everything very easily. The UK, that's not the case.
Yes,
because the UK's tax structure is so burdensome that it makes no sense for competent British men to stay in the UK. They should leave. And the French already have it. Their system is so bad in France. They go to the UK. That's how bad it is. The French is horrible. So the Brits, like, again, I got good British friends who do this, and I've seen what they do. You're going to be abroad for the rest of your life.
Okay.
So you need to be thinking about how you use Western technology and education in order to sustain your life abroad. But you are never going to come back. First off, your tax rate is so horrible, the possibility of you actually buying a house is ridiculously low. And then given your taxes, if you happen to have a divorce, it is so painful against you that it doesn't make sense. So at the very minimum, you would think about relocation to the United States.
Yes.
But in reality, you're thinking about working for British, American, and Japanese companies abroad. That's your approach.
Thank you, Theo. Wonderful. Hold on, Thomas. Hold on. Let me read the super chats, Thomas, and I'll bring you in. Shout out to Wes for the $2 super chat. So I can't join calls if I can't attend a conference. Is that true, Theo?
It matters on where he is. If he's in the United States, no. If he's in the UK, yeah, you can go.
Okay, thank you for answering that, Theo. Shout out to JM for the $20 super chat. Thank you, JM, for the support. Much love to you, brother. So what are your thoughts on UX/UI and living overseas? Give your thoughts on that, Theo.
Living overseas is wonderful. Go for it. If you want to do UX/UI, go for it. It matters on what you want to do. That's it. So what you need to do is get a basic cloud job, and then because you need to get revenue, and then while you're doing that, then you go do something else. So I'll give you my experience. Back in the day, the big rush for IT, this is the second big rush. The previous big rush was for the MCSE, which is Microsoft Certified Systems Engineer.
Yes.
And that's how I got my start into IT, was with that certification. So I wanted to do other things, but didn't matter because the money was in Microsoft. So I got my Microsoft certification and got my job. When I got my job, then I started buying Cisco books. So I was studying Cisco while I was doing Microsoft, and then I switched over to a Cisco job later on. You need to think very practically. How do you get a job now so that you can sustain yourself, so that you can buy food, so that you can be like a functional person? And then afterwards, then how do you specialize, or where do you want to go with your heart? That's how you think. Be very practical.
Thank you, Theo. Awesome. So let me bring in the one and only, the legend, Mr. Thomas Demihin. Hello, Thomas. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Thomas.
Booyakasha.
Konnichiwa.
Konbawa.
Konnichiwa.
Konbawa.
What's
Daijobu.
up? Hey, bro, I ain't there yet, bro.
You can't say daijobu. Daijobu mo shaberenai no. Nanya. So you're going to get there, Thomas. So you're 25. I saw that in the chat. You're 25, right?
Yep.
You're a perfect age. I was 24 when I returned. You got to get on that airplane, man. Bro, you got to go.
I know, bro. It's just, I need to finish what I'm doing in the UK first, bro.
What are you doing?
Work, certs.
No. Okay, so wait. Okay, so what certs are you doing?
Well, I got my AWS cert, so what I'm trying to.
Okay. You can get. Where did I get my cert? My Microsoft certs. Where did I get them?
In Japan.
Correct. I got them in Japan. Right.
Yeah. And
you have this thing called Kindle now, so that you can buy the Kindle and have it delivered on your iPad like this. I got an iPad right here. You could actually have it delivered on your iPad in 10 seconds. Whereas when I was in Japan and I wanted a Microsoft book, I actually had to pay like $100 and have it shipped to me in Tokyo. You can have it instantly downloaded. You've got it good, bro. You got it good. So no, it's not. It's yes, Theo. I go get the ticket. So yes. What is the what is it called? What job are you doing?
I'm an associate DevOps engineer.
You're an associate DevOps engineer? Asriel. Okay, I know you're on the chat. Asriel, can you find this guy and go above his house and burn it down? Because this guy is talking crap. You're an associate DevOps engineer?
Yeah.
Okay. On what platform?
Well, see, currently, bro, I'm not using any. I'm not using a platform right now. I use AWS and GCP, but
Stop. Get on the airplane.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Why?
Thomas, you've got
Why?
the experience. You've got the experience. To be honest, you can make a lot of money in Japan.
So Thomas, you're taking my class. I'm not accepting no. You're taking it because I'm teaching that, and also we're going to go to DevOps engineer. If you think the basic class is too easy, fine. You're going to go to the intermediate and advanced class and go take it there. I'm sure you'd be fine. I'll teach you how to actually get the certifications. But dude, you actually have cash flow, right? You have cash flow, yes. So you can actually get an English teaching job now because they're hiring big time. You can go there. You can maybe work your current job remote, but you can definitely get a DevOps job in Japan now. You don't have to wait. And then you can take your AWS certification and take your test in Tokyo in English, and you get an extra 30 minutes because it's not Japanese. So in Japan, English is a foreign language. So you get to have 30 minutes extra while you're there of the test. And then you can take it and get your certs and then walk out and get an amazing job in a bank and get at least $100,000, if not $150,000 a year, pay less than 6% tax or less than 10% tax.
What?
Matters how you do it. Yeah, it's ridiculous how low the taxes are. Almost all the money goes into your pocket. And then you'll be thinking, why the heck were you talking about staying in the UK?
Lord have mercy.
I'm sick of the UK, man. I'm really
And
sick
you know how the Japanese are? The Japanese women? You don't know yet because you haven't been there. But they're going to be there this summer. You're going to see Japanese women this summer. That's Japanese women in the summer is what converted me. Like, Japanese women in their sundresses and their summer dresses in Shibuya. You know how you can tell a guy who's like heterosexual? He's in Japan. He's walking in the street in Shibuya at night, and he can't walk properly because he's looking at all the women. You're like, yep, he likes women because that's what he's doing. That's what I was doing, okay? So why, Thomas, why are you talking about, what are you saying? Do I need to go fly to the UK and drag your butt to Heathrow to make this happen? Oh my goodness.
So Thomas should actually he should actually move to Tokyo. You're saying that Tokyo specifically. No Osaka, Tokyo specifically.
Tokyo. Okay. You're Tokyo, bro. You could do Osaka later, but like your first year and a half, do Tokyo. I can write out your program. I can get you in contact with agencies who would want to hire you right off the airplane. Like straight out. I only think you should be an English teacher for a while just to get familiarity with Japanese. Because what I think is that most English teachers are Japanese language students. The Japanese students actually teach Japanese to the English teacher, not the other way around. So it's actually useful in that way. But you just need to get your foot on the ground, like go to a gaijin house. I can show you where to go. It doesn't cost that much. You can just, again, you have like 1,000 quid. You can get 6 weeks worth of housing for that. You've got another 1,000 quid. You could easily pay for all your food while you're waiting for that first paycheck. Dude, I don't even know. Like, why are you here? Like, the country's open now. Oh, that's right. It's not open to the UK. That's why they're still here. So you get your jab and wait, and they'll probably open up to the UK soon enough, and then you can go there.
Hold on, Thomas. Shout out to Cedric Talar for the $1 super chat. Thank you, Cedric. Much appreciation, bro. Much love. Shout out to Cedric Salar for the $5 super chat extra donation. Thank you, Cedric. Much appreciation, bro. Thank you.
Easy, mate.
Thank you, Deska.
No, easy, mate is to bully. So the Japanese do this all the time. Easy, mate.
わかりました。あざっす。ありがとうございます。
So you're gonna you're gonna look back, Thomas, and think, why did you even stay in the UK another day? I'm gonna be honest, because after I got to Japan when I was 24 years old, I looked back at my life in the United States and I was like, I should have came back to Japan as a refugee. My life was so good in Japan. It's like refugee status. Like think about Ukrainians going to Poland. That's you going to Japan. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Thomas, after you heard all this, what's happening in your mind now? You gonna make that trip to Japan? You're gonna think on it and sleep on it, as to, because he's saying 150k, 100k, you only pay 6% tax. That's like 90k a year after tax, bro. Damn, that's a lot of money for you, Thomas. You're earning around 10k a month. That's not being taxed. Much more than this country in the UK where they tax you to death.
Oh my god.
Why am I here? I don't even know what. I need
Why
to.
am I here, bro? Like, I got, oh my days. Oh, I hate the UK, man. I don't want to swear. I don't want to curse the UK, but the UK is literally draining the life out of me, bro.
Yeah, hey Thomas, man, I told you, man. Like, you've got a good cert, you've got the experience, you've got a good job title. I think you can easily get a job in Tokyo. You're a brother too. You're ambitious. I'm sure you learn Japanese quickly, and the Japanese girls they're there too. So think about it, Thomas. I think this is a good time for you. Ain't that right, Theo?
Dude, Thomas, you would have 18-year-olds going after you. Okay? You would have groups of 18-year-olds coming up to you and saying, "You don't have a girlfriend and you need one. Choose one of us."
Oh, Theo, please tell us that story again when you were a teacher and then 3 girls came up to you. They will ask you, hello, 6 and then, hey,
6.
Theo. Yeah, tell that story again, please.
Yeah, so I had, again, 6 students when I was single. They came up, I was teaching, and they were all giggling, and they said, "Theo, you don't have a girlfriend, we know, and you need one. So why don't you choose one of us?" Right?
Jesus Christ.
And they were serious. I was so innocent back then. I didn't understand just how serious they were. They were deadly serious. I had another student. I was like, I don't want to go too far. I'm like, I don't want to do too much. I'd really like to, have a wife in my life. And she looked at me straight in the eye and said, "Come back to my place right now, and I'll be your wife this afternoon."
Lord.
And I was like, "What?" I brushed it off. I looked back years later. I was like, "What was I doing? I should have just taken her home right then and there." Yeah,
you're making good money in Japan. You're living a good life, and the women there love you. Japanese women, Theo has confirmed many times that Japanese women love black men. I don't know what's the reason
They're the
for it. They
chosen
just
women,
love
man.
black men.
They're the
That's a life. That's
They're
the life.
Brother, they're the chosen women.
I think they are chosen for black men. I think they are.
And if you like, again, you have I see you in the group. You have this thing for half black, half Japanese. Okay, fine. I know where more of them are. Okay, so because everything he posts are like these Afro Japanese women, then I'm like, you don't see these walking down the street. What are you talking about, bro? So
there are no Osaka, bro.
No, there's some in Osaka, but the big one is Misawa, and I know Misawa rather well because my wife was from Hachinohe, so I will show you where to go, where to hang out, and basically, like, if you have 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend, I'll show you where to go so that you could actually hang out with some of these women and actually talk with them, and then if they like you, they'll probably go back to Tokyo with you later on. You travel back and forth. But at least you get yourself an Afro-Japanese chick, and then you can stop. You can post photos of you and her together instead of these other women, and live happily ever after. You'd be like, "Hey, the joke's on you, Theo. I actually got one of these. Go for it."
Subarashi.
Hold on, Thomas. Before I really catch up in super chats, Theo, I want to speak more about Japanese women. Would you say if a Japanese woman likes UK too much or America too much, speaks about them positively, or has been there for 6 months or studied there or even worked there for a bit, you should avoid her and go with a Japanese girl that actually loves Japanese culture and doesn't want to leave Japan? Would you say that, Theo?
She's been to the country.
She's been to the UK and she speaks positively about it as well. So there's 2 options there. There's one.
If she's actually in Japan though, she understands what she is to you, and she knows who you are to her. And that girl you should highly consider. But you have to make sure you have the market power. So that woman, I know some of those examples where that woman is actually where the marriages are successful.
So she likes the UK.
Mm-hmm.
She likes the UK culture, but she's not been there before. You should still accept her and still date her because she's still in Japan. She's not been to UK before. That's okay.
Even if she's been to the UK and she came back,
okay,
she's okay. That's going to be okay because she knows she might be a little bit feminized, but the reality is that she knew what she lost.
Okay.
So she's going to want that life and she's going to want that guy. So what she's saying is kind of like me, like being in America, but knowing Japanese women. I know what they are. So if I have a thing for them, I know that because I've been with one and I know what they're like. So I'm much more realistic. I know what the pros and cons are. It's kind of like Tony Berry as well. He knows what the pros and cons are with Japanese women very deeply. So in that case, that woman's looking at you like, hey, look, I know what you Brits are like. I've been there. I know what your society is like. I can work with you. I know how this works. I'm available. And she's just going to make herself available. Yeah, date her. Go right for it.
But if she's lived for the UK or America for 2 years or 1 year, wouldn't you say that's too much? She's been feminist ties. I don't know if that's a word, sorry. But she's become a feminist or she probably smashed English dudes as well.
Maybe. But the thing is that you can kind of check her out. Like vet her. You need to vet her.
Okay.
If she's really if it's obvious that she's been a CC writer, treat her as a CC writer. But if she really wasn't doing that, there's some girls who went to the West and they didn't do anything. They just came back. If that was true, okay. She's pretty much ready. Or she had a British boyfriend and he broke her heart or something like that. Went with a Chinese girl or something like that. She didn't know what to do, but she really wants a British guy. That means she's really realistic about who you are. She really wants the product. So
she wants a black guy, and black guys definitely kill it in Japan. Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, get me pregnant. I want the kid. Get the ring. Let's do it. She's serious. But you could the good thing about her is that you could talk to her about reality. You could be just direct with her, like, this is what I want. This is my expectation. She'd be like, yeah, I know what you're coming from. I know what's going on.
Okay, hold on, Theo. Hold on, Thomas. Sorry, let me read these super chats and cash apps real quick, bro. Shout out to Mr. Jar 1200 for the £3.95 cash app. He says, when is the event going to be? What do I need to do? So the events will be in Philadelphia, June. Theo will release the dates on the Facebook group, Jar 1200. So make sure you're on the Patreon to get fast tracked on the Facebook group. If you skip the Patreon process, I'm going to do a very long betting procedure with you. So I'll probably call you to check your brother, you're not a troll, and you actually are black. Because I don't want no crazy stuff going on in this meetup. No. So, but I would say join the Patreon Diamond Tier to get fast tracks on there. Then we'll see how that goes. So I hope that answers your question for you, Jar 1200. Okay. Shout out to Mr. Handle King for the $99.99 super chat. Mr. Handle, thank you, bro, for the hefty donation. That means a lot to me, Handle King. Thank you, bro. Hopefully you call in Handle King. Let me know in the live stream chat if you want to call in, brother. I'll bring you in on the panel, Handle King. That's the legend right here. Much love to you, brother. Thank you so much. Theo is 100% correct. Don't ever do CompTIA. Didn't do it in 2008. I did all Microsoft MCSC/private cloud and Azure in 2012. Triple my salary in 3 weeks. The old job that required CompTIA still paying under 50K a year today. Get your cloud plus security and dominate dollars. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Handle King, for the advice and kind words. You agree with him, Theo, right?
Yeah, and going right on there. He's exactly right. And what you get is these guys, who get like that $50,000 a year job, and they think that they're doing it. Like, oh, I've arrived. You haven't arrived anything. You should be a trash collector. You would make more money collecting trash than doing that trash job. And then you think, oh, yeah, I've got it. And then you stay there. I don't know how many guys I know, engineers, who stay at that low level thinking that they're something, and then they get wiped out. Their job gets outsourced because they aren't doing nothing. They're in zeros. I'm like, no, duh. Not only that, again, when we do hiring, we don't hire CompTIA people. Forget that. I actually looked through a certification list. I'm like, oh, you got CompTIA? Bye. You're not. There's no interview for you. Done.
All right.
No.
All right,
Stop.
thank you.
So, yeah. Thank you, Handle King. You're a great guy.
Thank you, Handle King. Shout out to Kenny Peoples for the $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, Kenny Peoples. Much love and appreciation to you, brother. Thank you very much. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Devon Lenzy for the $5 super chat. Question for you, Theo. Is this for total beginners, and what are the conference dates? Where can I get the conference details? Do you mind clarifying that again, Theo?
So the requirements for attending it is that you have to be black, man, and a heartbeat. So as long as you're there, you can attend it. So it's for total beginners, of course. And the conference details I will post in IP's group is from June 9th to June 11th. To be realistic, you're going to leave on the 12th. So you'll be there until Sunday morning. So I teach all day on the 11th on June 11th on Saturday. So again, if you're black, you're a man, you have a pulse, you can attend.
Awesome. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Devon. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Cedric Tolar for the $20 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel again throughout tonight, Cedric Tolar. Much appreciation to you, brother. I'm a cyber engineer with the ability to work remote. What African country or anywhere I can start a business without the involvement of the foreign spouse? Can you answer that, Theo?
Well, think about what you're saying. So you would have to go look at the local laws to see whether or not you can own property, because if you own a company, that's property. So you need to understand whether or not you can do that. That's important. And then you need to understand the tax structure. You need to be very realistic about that. And then hiring practices, legal environment, liability. So you need to do that. And then it matters on which foreign spouse you're talking about. So again, let's say that I'm in Brazil and my spouse is Ukrainian. What does she have to do with it? So you're talking about a domestic spouse? So, for example, if I have a company in Ukraine and my wife is Ukrainian, well, I know from the legal environment, she wouldn't have anything to do with it. It doesn't matter. But if it's Japan, the spouse does, because you can't make a company really in Japan without a spouse visa. So she has to be involved in order for you to make a company in the beginning. So it matters what country you're going to. You need to go look at the individual African countries one by one and think about where you want to go.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Wes for the $2 super chat. I'm in US and in the Patreon. Well done, bro. Can't travel, but really want course. Okay.
Yeah. You can travel, bro. You can do it. We had a 20-year-old travel from Ohio. He did it. So you can do it, bro. No mercy. No surrender.
You can do it, bro. Book that time off work. You got 2 weeks to do so, or even call in sick on the Friday and Thursday. Call in sick. I don't know how it works in America, but call in sick, bro. Book your flight to Philadelphia and get this important information. Okay? Thank you very much, Wes. Mr. Handle King, let me know in the live stream chat if you want to get onto the panel, Handle King. If not, it's no problem, brother. So awesome. Go on, Thomas. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's all good, bro. I miss traveling, bro. I miss traveling. Oh my gosh, why am I in Babylon right now?
Yeah. Well, we were both born there. I was saying.
You born in UK?
You're born in the UK?
No, the US is just as bad. Well, you guys are especially bad.
I was about to say, bro, which hospital, bro?
Well, I like the UK like for vacation, and then if I work there, I like getting my money abroad. I would never work in the UK for pounds under the British system. I mean, I would be like, why? Like, what are you doing to me? Well, why?
I don't blame you, bro. We got a prime minister who's an utter clown. He was partying during COVID, man. This guy's a clown. Oh, clown. He's like your president in the US. Both of them are clowns.
That is not. Okay, sorry. Your tax structure. Look, let's not. Your tax structure is bad. It is oppressive. It is just, and then you have your prices. So your price level and your tax structure don't go together. It's designed for poverty. You want to make everybody poor.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you got the British. Okay, you got a good education system. Get the education. Get out.
Yeah, even America sounds like a better choice than England. Not for the woman, just for the money.
For the money.
For the tax.
Even to like start a business, I'd rather do it in the US or do it remotely.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Theo? Start your business in the US, make it global. Well, just don't start. It's better to start the business in the US rather than the UK, because I see all these UK businesses. Yeah, they're just depressing, bro.
You can't make money there. You just can't, because once you start making any kind of money in the UK, they start thinking that it's unfair to the rest of the people. So they have to tax you because everybody else is a victim. Like, what the heck? This isn't 1945 and London just got bombed the last 5 years. I mean, what do you guys think? That makes sense if everybody got bombed in World War II. Okay, I understand that. The United States had a high tax rate then too. But you guys have recovered, and the tax rate should properly reward those who work. And it doesn't. So
instead Parliament, but the British Parliament is just taken away. It's annoying, man.
And your feminism there is just horrible.
Oh my gosh! Please, big bro, please.
It is. It is just horrible. It makes it so that, I mean, even I would look at like a Sheila over there and be like, look, Bird, you're gorgeous, but I can't even talk to you because you're too dangerous.
Exactly, bro. They look good, but your soul is just black.
Right. You can't do it. You got to walk away, and you're just be like, dude. And they're saying this and that about you as you walk away. You're like, I walked away free. No. So, dude, you got to get out.
You know what? I was in my spare time working IP and Theo.
Mm-hmm.
I was there was one woman. Yeah, she's trending right now. She got married all due to the glorious work of the late Godfather Kevin Samuels, and she was half foreign, but she was raised in the US, and she was trending. She's currently trending because she's happily married, all because of KS. And these guys, they're calling her, oh, you're a male bride. Is that what they call foreign women? You're a male bride. Oh, yeah, you're gonna suffer due to being submissive to a guy. All she did was, hey, I got the ring. I'm happily married. Stay single, you modern women.
Sickness.
It's so funny,
Yeah.
What I don't like here is that these modern Western women here, they assume foreign women are easy. Oh, you're taking control of this poor woman. I'm like, are these women crazy? They think,
they are.
Like, what did they think of? Who did they think foreign women are?
So, Thomas, Thomas, have you been to Asia yet?
No. But I've been to France, Dubai, and Italy.
No, they don't count. Okay.
Uh,
You need to set foot in Japan and see what it's like to have a total population of men not even give white women the time of day.
Damn.
mm,
And you'll just, like, they are on the train and they've become invisible. No one looks at them. No one cares. No one talks. You need to have that experience. After that, you'd be like, you don't even, you see what like Western women are saying about controlling and stuff, and you turn around and say, nobody recognizes your existence. Did you say something? Yeah, that's it. Done. You keep on going.
Sorry, hold that thought there, Theo. Sorry. Shout out to John Gibson for the $199 super chat. Thank you, John Gibson. Much appreciation, bro. Shout out to John Gibson again for the $199 super chat. I'm assuming it's for this question over here. So he says here, I passed my AZ900 and working on my AZ104. I think that's Azure, right? Starting a job on June 1st. Joining Patreon when I get my first check. What awesome, brother. Good lad. How can I find a mentor to bridge the gap from desktop support to Azure Cloud? Can you answer that, Theo? I know you're
Well,
AWS.
I mean, I'm teaching AZ 305. I guess I got to get a more structured class for that because I'm kind of going back and forth between SAA and 305 at the time. One of my students has passed 305, but he's actually working at Microsoft, so he doesn't count. But I am teaching 305. Let me think here. For example, what you need to do is keep on doing desktop support and then get past your, if you could do 104, you could do 305. It's just more studying. So come join us. Come join, make sure you're in IP's group and then go look me up and talk with me. I'll figure something out with you.
quick
Why are
question,
you teaching Azure, Theo? Aren't you an AWS guy? Why are you also doing? Why are you teaching Azure?
I'm AWS, Azure, and GCP.
Triple threat.
So, but Azure is the market share for cloud stuff, right? Currently, no, sorry, AWS is the market share.
I think Azure is irritating to use. So I'm not, for a beginning student, I tend not to teach it. Okay. I tend to teach AWS because it's very easy. It's kind of like what you see is what you get. I kind of think as Azure, I think of AWS as being like Cisco. It's the manuals are good, the reference materials are good. It's easy to get up functional. It's easy to do something. It's a great environment. Azure is kind of like Microsoft. So what you see is not necessarily what you get, and what they're teaching you isn't necessarily what you're experiencing. So it's kind of irritating, particularly as a new student. So I prefer to do Microsoft second, and then afterwards do GCP.
But you would say, do you believe that in the near future, Azure will overtake AWS as a market share? Because obviously Microsoft is used by many companies. It's easier to integrate as Microsoft products to Azure and migrate to Azure. And you can see it is eating up AWS's pie.
Sorry, IP. That is actually very true, Theo, because in my company that I'm working for, they're using Azure a lot. They're using AWS, but they've heavily used Azure.
You're gonna have to use Azure for IAM because AD is on the cloud. It's your AW. It's Azure, so they'll always have that market presence. But in terms of applications and actually doing infrastructure, AWS is the powerhouse.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I would say, like, if you're gonna do a career, like I'm gonna be teaching IAM in the summer, you need to do it on Azure. You need to understand how it works. So you need to extend Azure over to AWS. That's your actual strategy for the cloud.
Right. Okay. I need to be I need to be triple threat like Theo. I have AWS down. Now I need GCP and Azure.
You need to get an airplane ticket and go to Tokyo. Then you can learn it there. Okay.
I know, bro.
You need to be working all night long. And let me tell you this, Thomas. When you see Japanese women in the first 24 hours, you will wonder how the heck you ever stayed in the West, period. And you will look at your time in the UK as being a tragedy. Okay? And then when you go and see the women on the trains, that's it. You have achieved enlightenment from right then and on. Yeah. And then you get a schoolgirl comes up to you and giggles, game over. That's it.
Theo, we know for a fact that even the best looking top tier Japanese women, 8s, 9s, and 10s, they're all checking for brothers. Ain't that right, Theo?
Yes.
There you go, Thomas.
Man, I'm gonna be at Master Roshi, man. You know his nose just spewing out blood, bro. This is gonna be crazy, bro.
It'll be easy for you. You could just get. I give you all kinds of game to go there and just stuff I haven't talked about even on IP. I'll give you stuff you could do. It would be so easy. You'd be walking down the street, picking up one chick after another. You don't even know what to do. You're like, I can't go home. There's just too many women. I don't know what to do. And again, I'll give you your game plan about actually how to study GCP, how to get into companies. You'll have so many opportunities for money and wealth. Again, you'll be like 26, 27 years old. You'll still be dating 18-year-olds at that time. It would just be too easy. You'd be like 122 after another. If one girl's giving you trouble, you're like, I don't care. I got another one. So I'll teach you how to specialize there on the Japanese market for what they need. So if you're doing, and you'll be fine. So example, if you do Azure, you need Azure in Japan. So, but if you do Azure as well, and then you're doing with AWS and GCP, and you have familiarity, you're doing DevOps, man, why are you here?
Wait, IP, wait, hold on. Theo, you know Azure 900, is that the Azure fundamentals?
That's fundamentals.
Oh, all I need is that. I need that.
No, just go for 104. Don't do 900.
What's 104?
I consider 104 to be the basic.
Okay.
900 is almost like, okay.
Ancient.
Okay, how do you spell Azure? Okay, you know how to spell it? Okay, you get the certification. It's really easy. Like for where you're at, you can just go through it. Go straight into 104.
So Theo, in Japan, what rules more, AWS or Azure?
Okay, so for the Japanese companies, it's Azure, but for the foreign companies, they know AWS.
Okay.
So you need to that's why they're so aggressive, because they need to have foreign engineers, but they also need Japanese ones. So they're looking for people who know AWS platform and can actually do the work. So that's why AWS is definitely going to be checking for you. So if you can speak in Japanese, you understand Azure, and then you're definitely strong on DevOps for AWS. Do you know how much money you get? Man, you're talking paradise. Man, it's just not even funny. You're going to have so much money, Thomas. You could be like, okay, I want a like Thai chick in Thailand, so I'll just go to her like on the weekends or something like that. Like, come back and you've got like different Japanese women in different areas. Like you'll know the difference in Japanese women in different areas because you'll have those girlfriends in those different areas. Okay, Thomas, you got it too easy. I don't even know why you're here. You should be listening to this podcast in the air. The only reason why you're here is because they haven't opened the doors to the UK yet. That's it. Okay, keep on going.
Sorry, Thomas. I want to bring in a guest, Mr. Handel King. I respect this brother a lot. Very intelligent. He's given me a lot of good advice, great advice actually. I respect him a lot. So without any further ado, let me bring in the legend, Mr. Handel King. Handel King, how you doing, brother?
What's up, bro?
Hey, bros. How's it guys going?
We're doing well. Glad to see you
All
here.
good, man.
All
Glad
good,
to
bro.
see you, Mr. Andrew
Very,
King.
very good, very good. Theo is dropping some gem, guys. This is diamonds, not even in the roughs. So, wanted to jump on and support him, what he's doing, but also IP. We've been putting a lot of work. We've talked. Guys, you don't realize how much money, how much you can do with AWS cloud, cybersecurity. But I think it cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to school, grad school. Spent 3 years getting all the certifications, and you're getting those for free. I mean, you're getting grad school, MIT level, Ivy League school, where I went to, level of education here. So if you don't show up, you don't put your time into this, that's your loss.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, Handle King, facts. What Theo is doing, I told you, is I've not seen anywhere before. The time he's taken out to actually do the conference, paying for even the hotel, giving one-on-one advice, telling brothers how to actually make money in cloud. I've not seen this anywhere before on YouTube. And if brothers are not serious about this, they're simply wasting time. I don't know if they can be saved. Mr. Handle King, you're right, bro.
I've helped few friends. I've talked to other people that jump into AWS, and I know Theo at some point he will talk about that. Once you get to DevOps, DevOpsSec, it's a whole different level. And combine that with the ability to work remotely, wherever you want, make your own time, project-based work, you're really, really going to live the life you deserve.
So on that comment, so when I'm doing the advanced course for my current students, I'm moving them towards DevSecOps.
Yep.
Because that's the engineering that I do. If I don't do architecture, I do DevSecOps. So I'm doing it on multi-cloud, and then if you can see some of these things I brought, this is SANS. So this is, again, cloud security, risk fundamentals. This kind of stuff I'll be teaching for them, but I'll also be teaching them automation. And it's actually, so SANS 545 and 540. So how to really knock out all of the security, and then we'll be doing a lot of Kubernetes and GCP. A lot of labs. I mean, it's just really realistic how you actually do the pipeline, how you do all the security checks, and how this really working. The thing is that if I can teach them, I can shove it down their throats. They're hungry for it. It's not that hard. You know,
not at all.
You just
not at all. Not at all.
No.
I mean, what Theo is doing. I had a boss that did the same thing for me in 2008. There's no difference. He had no. Well, he was my boss, so I had no choice. But essentially, you have so many options. Whereas even at the associate level, from day one, you're already in six figure. From day one.
Yep. Day one.
You know why? You know why? Because you already had the packaging, not only how to do the work, how to talk to an interviewer, how to design, how to integrate, how to manage, but you can actually do the work and you can actually negotiate your own contract.
Facts. Yes.
Remember, guys, I mean, Tony Berry said the same thing. You can buy education. You can even buy a woman if you want. Well, I'm joking, but you cannot buy experience and time.
Correct.
Facts.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Well, thanks. I enjoy that. Yeah, this is great.
It is great. I think brothers who are watching this, please take advantage of this. This kind of things that he feels doing, people charge thousands for just to do an introductory course. He feels taking his time out. It's free, it's beneficial, and there's other things that could branch off of it. He's talking about DevSecOps once you start getting in the gist of AWS. And the money in DevSecOps is stupid, crazy, stupid.
Wait, DevSecOps. That's what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Dev.
Yeah.
Some people call it Sec DevOps, but DevSecOps is that's official title that I've got. So it kind of goes back and forth. You might see one or the other.
Is
money in that's stupid.
Is it comprised
sorry,
of...
Thomas.
Oh, sorry, bro.
So if you're in your mid-20s, you're 26, 25 right now, and you just stay focused, stay on your purpose, you study every day, you forget about these stupid Western women, you stay focused. By 30, you could be balling, earning $500,000 a year.
Yep.
This is just mind-blowing.
I mean, let me give you guys an example. I mean, Theo will know that too. There are so many vertical transportation, financial, fintech that
fintech.
Yeah, fintech runs on AWS.
Yep.
Now let's do the math. One of the top 5 banks in the world, the IT budget for AWS Cloud GCP is $1.2 billion.
Jesus.
Holy.
Theo might know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And they have 7,000 positions open in security across the world.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What bank is that? Handle.
It's a bank. It's a bank.
It's a bank. It's a bank.
Hey, you need to let me know, brother.
What bank is it?
Okay.
It's a bank.
IP, can you give me the info, please? I need to know what this bank is. Is it
No. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it in the conference or later. Talk about it later.
Okay.
And the interesting fact is, in the last 4 years, about 1.4 to 1.6 million jobs that were H-1B jobs left the country. And what are those employers doing? They are hiring people abroad. And if you're a US citizen, Canadian citizen, or UK citizen, and you live in Japan, you live in Asia, you live in Singapore, big hotspot for fintech. You live in Helsinki, big hotspot. You're going to be doing really, really well. And so I think 2 days is not much to ask for you guys, but I think it's something that everyone should take advantage. I never stop learning. I'm trying to go to that conference because you can always learn something, how to negotiate, how to find better recruiters. It's all about relationship. All about relationship. Even if you had all the security certification in the world, your next job, if you apply for it, you already cheated from your salary.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Having those warm introductions that Theo is talking about it. This is where your 3, 4, 5 times salary multiple comes in from where you are today.
Yep. Facts, connections, networking. That's what's going to get you the big bucks in the future. Knowing executives, directors, being close with them, they know you work hard. Mm-hmm. I definitely agree with that handle. Facts.
IP.
Yep.
Bruv, I need to know this. I need to know the bank, bro.
No. What you need to do is save your money. You need 2,000 quid and an airplane ticket. You're already doing DevOps on AWS and GCP. You need to put your stuff wherever you need to put it in the UK. kiss your mother goodbye, and leave. You need a one-way ticket to Japan.
The way
One
Thomas
way.
dropped that, hey IP, I need to know the bank, bro.
No. You don't need
You
to know
don't
no
need to know
bank.
this
Yeah.
bank.
No, you don't need to know the bank. No, you don't need no. You need to get to Japan.
Hey, hold on, brothers. Thomas, you're a joker, man. I thought it was going to be some serious question, but hey IP, I need to know the bank, bro. Shout out to Chad the Great for the $499 super chat. Thank you, Chad. Not sure if I can come up to talk or DM you, but I know a lot of brothers that can use this information. Okay, Chad, send me a DM right now. I will send you the calling link and I will add you to the panel. Okay, so send me a DM on IG and I'll send you the StreamYard calling link. Call in, add you to the panel and speak on this, bro. Thank you, Chad. Shout out to Justin Harris for the $10 super chat. What's up, guys? Hey Theo, gotta visit Japan soon. Okay, brother, have a great time in Japan and come back to headquarters meaning the International Passport Channel, and speak about your experience with Japanese women in Japan. Thank you, bro. Let's carry on this very incredible conversation. Thank you again, Handle King, for that insight there. Very important.
My pleasure.
Theo, you know the conference. I know you can't come to London, UK for this. So are you gonna do a Zoom meeting?
Yeah, but remember, Thomas. Okay, for the UK, we're doing Zoom. Not for the conference, but for the teaching. If I do the teaching, all the teaching has to be done by Zoom because everybody's all over the country. Okay, so I can't teach in the UK. However, I can go to the UK with an empty suitcase, find you, put you in that suitcase, and take you to Tokyo.
Please
Remember
do it,
that.
I live in Southeast London. Bro. I can say my postcode.
Why do you? Oh,
you know
okay. I'm not going to comment. I'm just going to keep on going.
Let's ask Handle King. Handle, what do you think about that, Handle King?
I think Thomas needs to be here in person for the conference.
Yeah, I really want to go.
And in addition to that, after the conference, continue on with his travel straight to Japan. A lot of the good position after training, I mean, guys, in-person conferences, this is where you land your senior level position. This is where your next job is going to come from. Networking in person. And
yes,
I think it's also good to live in the unknown, but also have a plan, right? We can talk about this all year long and not making any, not taking action. But I think if you stay where you are, man, you'll never arrive. That's the real talk.
Yeah.
You know, in order to arrive where you're going, you must sail to your destination.
Yes. Thank you, Handle. Let me bring in Mr. Chad the Great. How you doing, Chad? Hey, Chad. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you fellas doing tonight?
Fantastic, bro. This has been a classic live stream,
Awesome.
one of my best. Got some intelligent brothers on the panel, particularly Theo Thomas and Handle King. And it's a pleasure speaking with Handle King. He's dropping some diamond gems right now. So, Chad, what would you like to bring in, Mr. Chad?
So it's pretty much like a two-part thing. So basically, you know Zoom to Thailand, correct?
Yes.
So there's a brother there. I joined his other Facebook group that I met up with in Rio. He's pretty much cool with Zoom to Thailand right now. He's in Thailand with him, hanging out, making videos. So basically, he and his partner run another Facebook group with about 6,000 brothers that are like have traveled, newly single, or looking to travel, or so on and so forth. and a lot of these brothers are lost. So a lot of them have been typing in the group lately, hey, does anybody know about remote work or coding or engineering, so on and so forth, that your brothers are talking about tonight. So I've seen how I found out about your channel actually was one of the brothers posted you in there, but I haven't seen anybody posted you in there lately. So I was thinking I was gonna actually post the stream again once it's over, but my thing is I want to put you in contact with Aaron that runs the other group, so you guys can collaborate, or if not have him post you more often in the group, because there's 6,000 brothers in that group that don't, most of them don't even know about your channel, or looking for another way out. A lot of these brothers are like newly single, divorced, or just coming off of child support, so on and so forth. So a lot of them really are just getting their passport and trying to make their way out of the matrix. So I believe that tonight's live stream will be a great help for them. And then on top of that, a lot of these brothers are spread across the world. So in intel, that'll help you with subs, and then also a lot of those brothers can come on here and give you intel on a lot of these countries that a lot of brothers haven't been to before, because a lot of these guys have been traveling for 20 to 30 years.
Yes, Chad, if you could please do that, that'd be greatly appreciated, Chad. Definitely, yeah. Post it on there, and get me in touch with the guy you were mentioning, and then I'll reach out to him. So much appreciation, Chad. Absolutely, thank you, bro.
I figure it'll help your growth with subscribers, but then also it also help Theo, because I know some of the guys are also located in the United States, some of them in the Northeast region. So it'll help with the class, and helping a lot of brothers that are newly to get their passport. This will help them get out and see something new.
Absolutely, yes, definitely. Thank you, Chad. Awesome. That's music to my ears. Thank you, brother. Much love, bro. Thank you.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, I actually like that, and then I can help other guys again through IP to actually have the approach, the strategy to do abroad, because a lot of those guys don't know what they're doing. And then when I'm abroad, I've been abroad for many years, I see these guys trickling in, and a lot of them don't know what to do, what their game plan is. And so when I was like quickly in Tokyo, I would actually meet them and talk with them and say, like, this is where you need to go, this is how you need to get yourself set up. And a lot of those guys were somewhat desperate, to be honest, but they did it. They made it. Well, it took a while, but when I say a while, it's like less than 2 years, where they recreated themselves, and they got work, and they met amazing Japanese women, and they actually had families and became functional again after what Western women did to them, which was absolute death, suffering. So I'm down with that. I help those guys day in and day out.
Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Theo. This has been an incredible live stream. So, Handel, you'll be there. You're planning to go there. Chad the Great, are you also planning to go to the conference? Are you brothers planning to go there, both of you?
I am.
I want to go there, bro. I really want to go there.
Go on, Handel.
Yeah. So depending on the dates, I have 3 conferences back to back in LA, North Carolina, Dallas in the month of June. So, and I'm speaking in all 3 of them, related to cybersecurity as well as real estate investment. So depending on the date, and I'll email Theo, because I got your stuff from IP. But definitely, if I'm there in person, I'm happy to speak or collaborate, whatever. That's the only challenge I'm trying to navigate with the calendar right now.
Okay. It's June 9th through 11th. So my teaching is on the 11th.
Okay.
So yeah, talk. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
Awesome. Chad, are you going there?
Unfortunately, I can't go anywhere right now, man. It's the busiest time of the year for me for work. So like March, April, May, June, July, August, I can't even go anywhere. I'm like literally working every single day.
Okay, fair enough. Thomas, are you planning to go there, Thomas?
But work is put me down, bro. If I can do remote working, I can, but
Well, Thomas is in the UK, so the UK gets a pass.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's again. So you should actually, to tell you the truth, Thomas, you should go there.
yeah, I really want to go.
Just realistically, you should go there because we'll break you out of your bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what you need to do, and you need to meet these other guys who actually are doing it, but you're doing it too, and then you can figure out why the heck you haven't left the country. You've got the money to be able to travel to the United States, so you can actually do it. But okay, it is coronavirus. There are different things going on. Okay, fine, I understand it, and we'll give me the break. But yeah, you would definitely be inspired to get the heck out of the UK immediately if you did this.
Fantastic.
It's been 7
Thomas.
years. It's been 7 years since I've been to America. 7 years.
Yeah, but how long has it been since you've been to Asia? What was that again?
0.
What? What was that? How long have you been doing DevOps but not been in Asia? Can you tell me that again?
0.
What is that? Oh, that's the number I was looking for. Yeah. You need to go. You're just, what you're doing basically is accepting a mediocre life, and you need to get out immediately. Like, that's it. So when I was 24 years old, I knew I had been in Europe already 2 years, and I'd been in Japan, and I was like, I'm not staying here. I don't care what I have to do. I'm getting out. And I did it. Believe me, going through grad school, going through doing CS in grad school, all that kind of stuff, all the BS I had to go through, I can't describe how much damage it did to me personally. I didn't care. I got the ticket. I had the money. I left. I'd gone. My first 6 weeks in Japan, I starved. I didn't care. I was in Japan. I saw these cute babes going all around. And then I was talking to people about how to get into IT. I didn't care. It was hard. But, I mean, I did it. You're actually doing IT already in the UK. Man, you're just wasting your time. So I'm telling you, Thomas, I'll help you on this all you need. Take my course. Well, I'll teach it to you. But you need to get your black censored out of London and get it over to Tokyo as fast as you can.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely wonderful. Shout out to Mr. John Gibson for the $1 super chat. Thank you, John Gibson. Much appreciation for your support. Means a lot to me, brother. Thank you, brother. Shout out to 19 Legacy for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, 19 Legacy. Appreciate you, bro. I already bought the book. I'm planning the trip there from Virginia, I believe. VA is Virginia, if I'm not wrong, mistaken. I know it won't be easy, but I'm at work. Okay. Getting in Patreon first thing tomorrow morning for IT. Well done, brother. Awesome. Yes, get in there. And we can fast track you to the Facebook group. And let's get you brothers out there, man. Let's get it, man. Brothers, we got to change our lives for the better. Okay? If you want that beautiful foreign babe, if you want to live a long life, if you want to just enjoy your life, earn good money, IT is the future. And of course, please, what was I going to say? Yeah.
Join your Facebook group, join your Patreon, network with the rest of the guys, go to the conference, take the course, and change your life. That's what we're talking about.
Absolutely. Thank you, 19 Legacy. Wonderful. Let's all change our lives as black men. Like I told you, I want to see more black men become CEOs, more black men having financial freedom, having financial power. We can't let these white boys, these Asian boys, these Indian boys just dominate the whole financial field. And we're sitting there with our beep in our hands. No way. No. We got to be on that table too, making pound moves. And shout out to the brothers Theo Waff, Handle King, Solid Brothers who going to be a big change in the community. You know, when I was growing up, I didn't see brothers like Theo when I was growing up, when I was a youth. I was surrounded by gang members. I was surrounded by brothers who had no ambition. I was surrounded by absolute turmoil, gangs this, gangs that, someone getting shot or killed every goddamn day. There was no positive influence in my life at such a young age. For you brothers who are 17, who are 20, who are 19, you have a good figure to look up to. Theo, Handel King, Thomas Demihan. I didn't have that when I was younger. You know, it was so bad when I was back in my hood. You know, shots flying, someone getting stabbed. You know, no one to teach me the ropes. IP, do this. You have the opportunity now on this channel to see these intelligent black men who have worked hard and made a good living for themselves. Let's make that change, man. Honestly, the next 10 years, it's going to be from this channel. We're going to see CEOs, directors, companies being IPO'd on the stock market, black men with their beautiful dying foreign wife. I don't care if she's black, Japanese, Asian, whatever, but she's got to be foreign. Okay, that's the only requirement.
Yep.
I want to say that right when you're saying IP, I didn't have any black male influence like this either. I had zero. And so most of the time I was moving thinking I couldn't do stuff because I was black, but I didn't care. So I put my head down and I was like, I'm going to go study, because I know the quickest way to poverty is between a woman's legs. So I'm staying far away from that. So I studied, kept on studying, kept on doing it. But when I went abroad, that's when I found what was really going on. And I was like, okay, I'm on the right path. I'm just in the wrong environment.
Yes.
So I need to get out of that environment. And when I did that, of course, I told you on the streams, not only did I find the international community, how many black English did I meet in Tokyo?
Not too many.
Well, no, but they were there. They were there. That's where I actually got the real introduction. They were all in the financial industry. They were always making over £200,000 a year in Tokyo. This is like 99, 2000. They were my great friends of mine and you know, great influences. They were telling me like, "What are you doing? Like, go do more." Like why are you accepting this subpar life? These guys were relentless. So yeah, I mean, I got some influence, but I got the influence when I left.
Yes.
Not there. No, man. No.
Yeah, I mean, there was times when, honestly, I felt like, you know, is that the ceiling for black men? Because I remember when I was growing up, I used to see all these white men with their expensive suits and expensive watches. Hardly ever used to see black men wearing a nice suit and a nice watch. I used to think, like you said, Theo, can I? Well, what's going to happen to me? You know, but where's that positive role model? You know, can I do what these rich white guys are doing? You know, and I used to think a lot, and you know, over time it got better, but I didn't see enough representation in terms of brothers like you and Handel King. You know, I never saw that a lot when I was growing up. You know, so for the youngins who are watching this right now, you know, take advantage of something like this. You know. You got a good,
Tony Berry too. Yeah,
Tony Berry too. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't have any. Take advantage of it, guys. Go for it. Like this isn't small stuff. Like I'll get you in there. But the thing is that I will break you down, and I'm gonna break you down where you think you can't do something mainly because you're black. And I had to go through this same process myself. And this is one of the reasons why I get so frustrated, not only about CompTIA, but when somebody thinks they're going to underperform or they accept an underperforming life, mainly because they're black. Or they won't say it, but I know it because I used to do that myself. So I know your actions. I know how you're thinking because I used to have it too. And when I broke that out of myself when I was in Japan and I saw what I could do, I was like, why did I ever accept that subpar life? And that was it. I was done. Like, I got into IT. I started making the money. I started living the life and actually doing something. I went through personal tragedy after tragedy. I didn't care. I just kept on going.
You went through a lot. Yeah.
I went through quite a lot.
You went through a lot, Theo. And you got some. Your mental strength is honestly, I've never seen anything like it, Theo. Honestly, you went through a lot from what you've told me, and you're still standing. You're happy. I respect that greatly.
But my model of this was always D-Day. And it was like, if you stay on that beach in that location, you're going to die. So you have to keep on moving. That's it. It doesn't matter what you're thinking or what shrapnel you've got right now. If you stay there, you'll die. The Germans will get you. And basically, it's like the society is set up to make us fail. Yes. So you have to keep on moving. You have to keep on improving yourself and be relentless about this. And if you do, you'll see that success is very easy. But it's work. You got to do work. But then you'll be like, wow, the cost of success was much less than the burden of a subpar life.
Yep. Yes.
So
that's facts.
You will go for it.
Go on, Handel.
That's facts. 100%. I mean, money has no feeling. Work has no color. But drive, determination, and passion, it's only you, nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, hold on. Shout out to Mr. Falcon Black for the £5 super chat. He says, excellent stream. Thank you very much, Mr. Falcon Black. Another UK brother showing support. The UK brothers are out tonight. Thomas Falcon Black, thank you very much for that. Falcon Black, much love to you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Yes, thanks, Handel King. Absolutely. And I think it's very important, Theo, for brothers and Handel just to completely detach yourself from Western society, to stay focused on your purpose, study hard, forget about sleeping around, forget about looking for a girlfriend in the West, forget about women, forget about messing around. Me, I don't even like partying too much. I'm using my time wisely, whether it's studying, whether it's learning a new language. You got to stay focused, and there's a word that Handel told me: stay consistent. Consistency is very important. Once you start something, you must finish it. I don't care if it takes 6 months from now, 5 months from now, you've got to finish it and stay consistent. Whether it's once a week, twice a week, always stay consistent. Consistency is very key in completing and achieving your goals.
Yep. I 100% agree. Yeah. What a gem. Yep, that's correct. Yep. And just so you know, the parties in Japan are great. Yeah. I used to host them. They called me the party god. I had huge parties. Yeah. So, dude, you'll forget about Western parties. You'll be like, what the heck was that? Japanese parties with Japanese girls there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've detached myself from Western society. I don't really care what's even happening. The woman, I told you, I don't speak to them much. It's good morning, good night, good evening. Leave me alone, and that's it. I don't care about your day. Good morning, good night. We'll go our way. I don't even look at them. They get no attention from me. Only my books get attention, and only my goals and objectives get my full attention. I am completely on my purpose and staying consistent. Consistency, that's what I'm on right now. Everything else is useless to me. Brothers, you got to keep consistent, and you got to keep on this goal and objectives.
Well stated. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean that's gospel, man. Yeah, you just gotta keep on going.
Yeah, and I know for some of us, it's hard sometimes to be consistent, including myself. But I think what I've done, I think that's helped is that if I have to do 10 things today, I write it down and check it off. And over time, you develop these skills, you develop the habit of completing small tasks to bigger tasks. And one thing Theo does very well, just looking through stuff he's showing you guys, those 3 days coming up, you're going to start small, smaller, because start small, and then a little bit more, and by the end of 1 hour, you'll be far more an expert than your peer, than your friends you left back home, than the time you walked in.
Mm-hmm.
4 hours later, 2 days later, 3 days later, you walk out an expert. Because when you
Yep.
walk into the next room, your knowledge, your skill set, even the 3 days experience make you an expert because you know something someone else can pay you to live the lifestyle you want with what you know.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well stated.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Yep.
when we hear time is money in the West, that's exactly what they mean. They did not tell you the how, they just tell you the what.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to us to figure out the why and the how.
Yes.
Yeah, I really focus on that. And well, the way I say it is like the execution. So the theory is great, but the execution, if we in all of life, if you can't execute, then you're just sitting there frustrated. So what I focus on, particularly in my philosophy, but also when I'm teaching, is do this. Now do it again. Do it again. Get used to it. You're going to do this all the time. And then after some time, I said, this is why you're doing it. Let me explain it to you, like the entire theory and the grand scheme of things. But you don't need to know that in the beginning. You need to do it. And then once you get used to doing and actually delivering, then the theory makes sense. And then you can learn more, but you're learning more of how to implement what you actually know how to do. And then it keeps on going. It keeps on building on itself. So make sure you're a doer. And
So
converting, go ahead.
no, not to cut you off, but what you're saying here now, when I hire people to work on my team, I don't ask you where you study or what degree you have or what school you went to. What I do is say, here's a problem I have, fix it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you can execute, you already win.
Yes.
Yep.
My motto from this stream is execution and consistency.
Yep.
That execution and consistency. So execute everything you're working on in a consistent manner.
Yep.
You know, that's on my mindset right now. It's first it was consistency. I was struggling with that until I spoke with Handel, and he was telling me it's got to be more consistent. I've been consistent since then, doing little tasks that have gone into bigger things. But I want to be more. I want to execute things more. Execute my goals more. I think that's where we as Black men can rise and become even more a powerful group, especially from this passport movement, because we're different from the rest of other
Yep.
brothers in the community.
Yep.
We're educated. We value education. We value goals. We value things that actually matter. We don't waste our time. We're not gangbangers. We're not weed smoking idiots. We're actually serious brothers, and and we're gonna see some stars in the next few years come out from this channel, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be a very happy man. Mr. Handel King, we spoke about health previously. How are you looking after your health to make sure that you stay sane, to make sure that physically you're okay? Because obviously Kevin Samuels got his life got cut short off a couple of weeks ago. So Black men's health is on my agenda to get brothers to be more healthy.
Yeah. So I think you and I talked about this before offline, but I'm a big health conscious person. I used to be a personal trainer. I maintain I eat very clean. I eat very clean and maintain my my fitness. I mean, I'm in the gym minimum 3 to 4 times per week. I think overall, with KS stuff, it's unfortunate what happened. I've had close family members who had that the same situation like that, health-wise. But I think I think once you pass 25 years old, or 30 years old, you need to start, taking your health seriously. Like maybe eat less greasy food, drink more water, do more cardio. Um, and also, something we're not talking about in our community is traveling. Traveling is good for mental health. It's good to reset, recharge, and then relaunch.
Yes.
You can't focus if you're stressed out, and if you're overstressed, it starts affecting you physically and mentally. Then your health will take a serious hit. So, yeah, but overall, man, I've been doing good. I run 2 miles every Tuesday, Thursday, every week. That's my consistent thing I do. Every Tuesday, Thursday, I run 2 miles. Monday, Friday, I work out, lift. Right? You've got to do something outside of everything else for your health.
Yes.
Yep.
What's your diet like, Mr. Handel? What's your diet like?
Um, I mean, it depends on what part of the year we're in. But in the fall, winter, I usually do more of a heavy protein diet, maybe 70% protein, 15% carb, 15% fruits and vegetables. But after that, the other half of the year, it's 50% protein, 25% carb, 25% fruits. I don't do sugar. I've been sugar free for over 12 years now. Um, I did it at the time when I was in grad school with my roommate, who was a linebacker for A&M, Alabama A&M, and he dropped 62 pounds. This was a 300-pound dude, but just because he cut sugar over 6 months, he lost 60 pounds. So, um, um, well, that's about it, man. I do fish, red meat once in a while, maybe once or twice a month, barely. I used to do a lot more, but yeah, it's very clean, man. It's been
When you
doing good.
say you cut down sugar, do you mean you stop eating chocolate and sweets? 'Cause obviously, bread, even rice and pasta, they have some sugars in it, and even
Yeah.
fruits as well. So when you say you cut sugar, is that eating no more sweets, no more chocolate, no more ice cream? Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, I do ice cream. Not every day. I mean, but I do ice cream maybe, I don't know, once a quarter, or if I go to a birthday party, I might do cake or something like that. But when I say I cut sugar, what I meant by that is I avoid Coke, Diet Coke, all of those drinks that you can buy in the machines. I just stick with water.
Mm.
The only thing I drink is water. If I want juice, I'll squeeze oranges myself and put it in the water and drink it.
Mm. Yes.
Because you're supposed to get somewhere around 20 to 30 grams of sugar per day in a 24-hour period. If you're not active, if you drink one Diet Coke or one Coke, it's 46 grams of sugar.
Yep.
So do the math. If you do 3 of them in the day, you've already drank all the sugar you need for the entire week.
Damn.
So you gotta, again, we're talking about breaking down things to small pieces and then break it down. So, I mean, I do coffee, I do tea, all this stuff, but overall, that has been the biggest takeaway for me. So.
And you have to make sure if you are eating sugar, you gotta make sure you hit the gym, hit the cardio to burn off that sugar. The worst thing to do is drinking all that fizzy drinks and just sitting down on your couch doing F4.
I mean, even pizza, for example. I love pizza, but I know if I go to a party, I'm having pizza. I have no more than two slices of pizza, and then the next day, I have to run 2 miles.
Okay.
To burn it off, because not only you have the carb that is processed, so it takes 48 hours to 72 hours for your body to fully absorb it. That's the crust, that's the breading part of the pizza. Then you have the cheese, also take 12 to 24 hours to go through your system. And then you have the sauce, which is very sweet. And that sauce, in one slice of pizza, that sauce, it's about 18 to 24 grams of sugar. On top of that, you have whatever meat or veggie that you use, give or take, they're about the same. But, that's been the biggest difference for me and other people I work out with. That's been the biggest difference for them. But I drink a gallon of water every day.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Mr. Andrew King. Sorry if you heard that. It's some aeroplane. Shout out to Irregular Data for the $5 Canadian super chat. Theo Waff, what's the list of certification you need to get an entry-level position in cloud computing?
I teach AWS certified cloud practitioner. That's all you need. Now, if you want to go Azure, I'm not teaching Azure, but you can do Azure AS 900 also.
Yeah,
that's fine. Either one, but I'm not teaching that. I'm teaching CCP and then SAA and then AZ 305. That's my path. Don't do CompTIA, please.
Yeah, and I want to point something out here, because I think brothers might be used to seeing this entry-level position, entry-level job.
Correct. I see that all the time.
This is designed to keep certain people, with an introduction or knowledge of some area in IT without project-based experience. What Theo is teaching is not entry level. It gets you at above junior level, meaning once you walk out, you already showing sign and showing materialized experience of a 2 to 3 years old. 2 to 3 years of experience.
Right.
Because you have done so many projects, so many exercises, you executed, and you also know how to explain to your boss, how to design an S3 bucket, how to connect a database in AWS. You also know how to enable authentication, to factor, and so on. So that's the difference. Entry level is really a salary gap in mind tricks. It is not for someone who has proper training to execute and be consistent in their approach. So you all might heard of or are on LinkedIn. If you think I'm lying or Theo's lying, reach out to one of the directors at the company. Say, hey, I'm looking at this position and I'm in school or I'm learning IT. What do you think I should focus on? Hear what they say and come back to us.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Andrew King. Much appreciation, brother. And thank you, Theo. Thank you, Regular Data. Great question. Shout out to Irregular Data again for the $5 super chat. He says, so if I get an AWS certified cloud practitioner, I can start applying for jobs.
You're thinking about it wrong.
Okay.
I teach this very heavily in the class. Again, we're talking red pill. If you do cold approach for women, your success rate is going to be low. If someone introduces you to a woman, or if women are chasing after you, your success rate is going to be high. So you need to have the same kind of idea towards a job market. You want recruiters to be going for you, or you want an introduction to a job. You never apply. You apply for a job, you're wasting your time, you're getting a lower salary. Period. I do not apply for any of my work at all. Zero.
Same here, brother. The last time I applied for a job, that was in 2008.
They come to you.
And,
right.
Right. I will give a little bit more comment about what he is saying about entry-level jobs, which is, I entirely agree. In the beginning, you might have no choice but to apply. So if that happens, I say what I say is that you're working in a red ocean. You're working in an area where there's a lot of competition and people can easily usurp you, or that your job can easily be outsourced. Anyone can do your job. So you want to get out of an entry-level job as soon as you can. And you want to go to something that's more specialized. So I was doing MCSE, I was doing Microsoft Help Desk, and then I was doing audit and permissions, and I was doing security with an AD. And I saw what the situation was. Of course, I knew it was bad. So during that time, I was already trying to learn Cisco. Then I went into Cisco, and I saw there were a lot fewer people doing Cisco. So then I was doing networking, then I started doing firewalls, and I started being able to do Active Directory, networking with Active Directory, and networking between different networks, and then checkpoint firewalls, intrusion detection systems. Not many people were doing that work. You see what I'm doing? Every single time I was specializing. So I was moving from a red ocean to a blue ocean. You want to go to a blue ocean as fast as you can. What the problem is that a lot of guys, particularly black men, get into an entry-level job, think it's God, and they stay in a red ocean. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, you're gonna die. You're not gonna make it. And the guys think that they're doing something. They're like, oh yeah, I've got the job. I'm like, yeah, you're preparing the job and documentation for an Indian. Correct. That's all you're doing. Mm-hmm. That's what happens.
And the thing about IT, I mean, I could not have said it any better than Theo. The thing about IT is that your learning ability is being consistent in staying ahead and align with technology and innovation. Mm-hmm. If you do that, you're always going to get paid well. You're always going to land the perfect job. You are going to be in a position where you are always the expert. Mm-hmm. In IT, there is no such thing about I'm going to start at entry level at 0 to work my way up. To work my way up to be a VP or CISO or director. No. It is your responsibility to be consistent, execute, and learn the skill you need to do the job that you want.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. This is something I told my students as well. It's just like they were thinking about what kind of certs they need to have, but I knew from their intonation that they were thinking about where they could stop doing certifications or where they could stop learning. And I said, that's not going to happen. You have to keep on learning.
Yep.
That's it. You have to keep on going. But if you do it, the benefits are huge. But if you don't, if you're thinking like, this is all I need, I've got it good, forget it. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, Phil, is it IT education's everlasting, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 That's how when I first got my when I came into the IT industry, I knew that from the beginning. Yeah, this is everlasting.
Mhm.
Even if you're a director or CEO, you're still learning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you never stop learning in IT. It just keeps on going and going. It's the only way, but it's so beneficial. It is so
Yep.
worth it.
Yep. Also one thing, Theo. I'm currently learning Ikigai. Ikigai. Is that very beneficial for
Of
someone like
course.
me?
Yes. You need to go learn it, and then Zen, everything related to Zen, and then Bushido,
Mm,
how you act with your integrity.
mm.
But Ikigai is amazing.
Yeah. It means a purpose to live, a reason to live.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very helpful. Currently learning it right now, because I know I'm a devoted Christian. I'm a devoted Christian, but I'm really into Eastern philosophy, especially Japanese philosophy. I find that very helpful for me.
Hey, you know what? You know, Thomas? It's a really great place where you can learn Eastern philosophy, especially Japanese philosophy. You know where that is?
Japan.
Japan.
All right, hold on. Shout out to Ro Harris for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. I cut out sugar and mostly fried and starchy foods. Went from 325 before COVID to 245. Blood pressure is much better. Wonderful, wonderful. Also, make sure you take your vitamins as well. Vitamin D, vitamin C. Handle King, are you taking your vitamins as well, bro? Do you take any supplements, Handle King?
Yeah, I mean, multivitamins. The multivitamins. You still take those, but when you're working out, you're running, your body get gets depleted much faster, and sometimes you may want to do some supplements like your protein isolate, and then your casein protein. Most guys, they work out and they eat, which is good, and then before they go to bed, they don't take something with like a casein protein, or maybe eat a banana, or fry an egg, because your body is going to be in thermogenesis mode, where it's burning fat while you're sleeping if you work out that day, 2-3 hours before you go to bed. So yeah, so I do take multivitamins, and that's just to give me what I lack or where I lack them.
Awesome. All right, thank you for that, Handle. Thank you for that, bro. Harris, great super chat, bro. Thank you. I know you take vitamins yourself for your vitamin D. You mentioned vitamin C as well. And yeah, it's
I
helpful, right?
take a multivitamin every day. I take 20,000 IU of vitamin D per day.
That's quite a lot.
If I've been bad recently about the water. What you're saying about the 1 gallon per day is exactly correct. I've been bad, so I've been gaining weight because of that. I'm not supposed to, but once you start drinking the gallon per day, it goes right off of you immediately. So this example, I just buy it in gallons because then I know I'm drinking it. It's just like $1.25. Who cares? So if I'm doing it well, yeah, it works.
Yeah, and something else I do not, something else I do. I mean, some folks are into intermittent fasting, so I've been doing that quite often now, especially when I travel. So I do one meal every 16 hours, or one meal a day, but the following day I'll eat 2 meals. So Mondays, Tuesdays, I eat one meal at 6 p.m. And the reason being is, on the weekend, you go to a party, or you go there, you eat, you overeat, you drink. So what I'm trying to do is, anytime you go 48 hours or 24 hours, your fasting, it helps reset your metabolism and increase your fat burning rate. So that helped me maintain that keep me consistent with my weight, but also it helped me maintain my regular metabolism as far as spiking or lowering my metabolism. So that's part of it too.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Handle. Shout out to Andy Lugani for the £5 super chat. Thanks for that, bro. Much appreciation for your support. I appreciate that, brother. Much love to you, man. Thank you, bro. Awesome. UK bro, £5. I see that. Shout out to the brother again for the £5 super chat. I appreciate you again, brother. He said in the UK, ready to learn cloud from Theo. Awesome. Just signed up on Patreon. Thank you a lot. No problem, bro. I want to reach out to you and the brothers who have joined the Patreon later today or tomorrow or this weekend. Obviously, I'm going to sleep after the stream, but then we'll get you brothers in the Facebook group to get the cloud information. Awesome. Thanks for that, bro, for the £5 super chat. Much appreciation, brother. Awesome. Yes, this has been a fantastic stream. Wonderful. Theo, we did it again here. We did it again.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I think this is. I'm glad we did it. We might do one more, but I think this is pretty good discussion on the topic. Hey, this really you coming on here and talking about Azure and what you went through. Hey, thanks a lot. I mean, you really helped me out a lot. So. Love to see you at the conference. Believe me, I can give you a position. You could talk to the guys because the more they hear another black man being successful in doing it, the more likely they are to believe it. And what I knew with my students in the beginning was that it was going to be like their thinking versus me. And I'm like, I'm helping you. And if once the guys started getting certified, they wouldn't think about me anymore. They'd be thinking about themselves. And that's what I was trying to get them to think about in the beginning. It's like, it's not me pushing you. I'm trying to stop you from shooting yourself in the foot. So once they understood that, they just, whoo, like, again, like the Shinkansen's, boom, rocket ships right out. These guys are invincible. So, hey, I'd love to see you there. Love to see you contribute a little bit.
Absolutely. We'll try to be there.
Awesome. And also, Theo, I think we need to make another point as well. Obviously, we want it to be more future Manosphere meetups, but Japan is opening up next month. I think you mentioned that you'll be in Japan very soon, and that might not be a possibility in the future. Do you mind chiming on that a bit more, Theo?
Okay, so we're doing Philadelphia in June, that's for sure. But because Japan, for the U.S., Japan is open. I have my my shot and my booster, so I can go. But without a doubt, it's gonna be huge in the winter. I want to go back to Japan. So I want to go to Slovakia, Spain to do some stuff, Brazil and Japan. That's my travel schedule. So most likely the winter Manosphere meetup is not going to happen. It would be a miracle if it actually does, because I want to take out. But next year there will be one. So this is right now. This is the last time I'm going to accept new students for this year. Next year I'll accept new students, but this really is the breakdown. And there's some other things I need to be thinking about. So again, like you know my story. Again, I was homeless after I lost my life. I had cancer, and now with real estate and crypto and IT, it looks like this year I'm going to gross about $1 million.
Lord, yes, yeah. Lord willing.
So, I'm thinking about my life. I'm thinking about my health. There's a lot of changes I need to implement, so I'm going to start implementing them. So that's why I say, guys, hop on the train now, because the train is still going. It's not like something I noticed that some people are like, hey, it's always going to be there. No, it's not. I'll be moving on to different things. And then there will be other Manosphere meetups, but it's probably won't be this year in November. Probably the next one will be next summer, 2024, and 2023. And even then, what exactly I'll be doing with it will be a little bit different than what I'm doing right now. So get in there, take the advantage, do it now.
Theo, we need you to look after your health very well. Honestly, we need you to make that lifestyle changes. We need you to live long, Theo. God forbid we lose you, Theo. We can't lose you, Theo. We can't lose you, Handle King, Thomas. We can't lose any brother on this live stream. Make that lifestyle change as soon as possible, Theo. Please. Honestly, we lost Kevin Samuels. I don't wanna say anything out there, but I don't want to lose any more brothers, man, in this space. It'll be too much for me. I might just. Trust me, if we lost you, I probably won't. The channel, I'll be taking a long hiatus from the channel. Honestly, bro.
I thought about, actually, after Kevin passed away, I thought about it. I was like, okay, you need to wrap this up. Like, you've had your fun. You need to start hunkering down and actually like taking vacations and, having a better family life and, being normal. So I was like, all right, okay, let's see how long I could do this. Let's see if I could work a little bit differently. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay, please do. Even it made me look at my life as well and what I need to do. Because it was very untimely, Kevin. So I was like, I need to get this done. I need to stay focused. I need to make sure I look after my health properly. Stop overthinking things. I admit, brothers, I overthink a lot. I'm always thinking about stuff. I get a bit stressed out as well. I start overthinking, and I just start feeling like I'm gonna start being dizzy and fainting. And I've had to breathe in, breathe out, having panic attacks. I don't want that anymore. It's too much.
I mean, one thing I'm realizing myself too is that with all the responsibility, family stuff, or friends, or stoicism, being stoic. Marcus Aurelius talked about, for everything you said yes to, you say no to something else.
Correct. That is a good expression. Yes.
And so I started about 2 months ago. I started implementing that. I'm like, okay, well, I can say yes and go out on a Wednesday night, but I know I have a client meeting on Zoom at 7 a.m. in Sydney. So which one should I do? Should I go out and party and then get up early and be tired, have a bad mood, and not able to focus to my work? So everything you say yes to, there is a no somewhere. So my point is not either saying yes or no. It's identify where your no's should be.
Yes.
Man, well stated. Man, good. Man. No, that's something I need to accept as well. It's hard because one of the things I noticed in my life was that I execute really exceptionally well with my career, but my personal life I don't execute. And I was like, this is because of your decisions, Theo. So if I'm saying yes to something, I'm saying no to something else. Accept that. Like, So okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So identify your no's. Don't worry about the yes. You can always say yes. But identify your no's for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
Facts.
I've got a list.
Go on, Thomas. Sorry.
I have the list of no's, a big list of no's, and a short list of yeses. So you're absolutely right, brother Handel.
Yep.
Yeah. You're right, brothers. Yeah. Especially when Theo was saying that, you've done all this, now it's time to, settle down. For me, it's just me just thinking about what I need to do before things get worse, because it's not getting better, you know. So I need to accelerate some plans, you know, start traveling again, meet better women, just forget about the woman in this shit country. Sorry for my language, but I'm just done here with the woman. You know, after I broke up with my ex recently, I just can't do it anymore with these women. I need to definitely get my woman abroad. You know, and this is just, you know, Kevin Samuel's death put a lot of things in perspective for me. And you know, Theo, who do you want to marry?
It's top secret.
It's top secret. Okay.
Yeah.
But
there's a blonde.
Okay. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
When it does happen, you let me know, and when that wedding happens, you just let me know, Theo. Okay. I can't wait. You deserve it. You deserve it, bro. Honestly, you deserve it.
It'll be fun. That's for sure. I mean, if it doesn't happen though, then after Latinas or again, Japan's open.
Japan.
That's it.
Yeah.
It'll be wild. I got permanent residency in Japan, so walk right in. I still got bank accounts there.
Even multiple wives, Theo. If you want to have 2 wives, 3 wives, go for it, Theo. You're high value enough, you know. Do it.
Theo would survive in the Gambia.
I just want one. That's all. That's all I can think about. I do multiple clouds, just one woman. That's all I need. So I'm not gonna. I'll keep it. I'll keep good there. Yeah, I promise. But I want to say one thing. We need to add one no to Thomas's list.
What is that?
Okay, so no to living in the UK past October.
Oh, okay. You hear that, Thomas?
I heard you.
Man.
Yeah, so good.
Theo, you just read my mind. I was going to say, I know what Thomas is thinking about. He doesn't really want to give himself a hard deadline.
Right.
So by not doing that, he's not telling himself no. Right? And so we have deadline is good. Deadline can be bad, but deadline is good, helping you drive towards something. So, and what's funny is once you have a hard deadline, a drop dead date, everything seems to fall in line.
Amazingly.
Because that becomes your sole focus. And every action, every step you take is toward that goal.
Yep. So, Thomas, that's going to be, because when I was 23, 24 years old, I knew that I could be in Japan by a certain point. And I said, September 1997, I'm not going to be in America. And guess what? I left America 1997, August 28th. I was gone. That's it. Never came back. I was away from America 4,792 days. All right? Yeah. Gone. It was 150 months. So, yeah, you got it, dude. You got to get that. I don't know. That's your no. So you're going to have a certain point. So that means whatever money you make, you need to save some of that over to the side so you can survive a little bit in Japan. You need to buy your ticket one way, and then you need to get your certs while you're waiting. You need to get your jab. I'm sure you get it because it's UK. Get your booster. Do everything necessary. Talk to a few companies. Take my course. I'll link you in with various recruiters in Japan to help you get that IT job if you want, or let you understand what you're doing. But either way, past October, you're not living in the UK. I don't care if you're living underneath a bench in Tokyo. You're going there.
Yes, sir.
There you go. I feel better.
You hear that, Thomas? You hear that?
Heard that, bro.
Okay, I think you can do it, Thomas. I think you're ready. I think I told you we spoke about this before in the past. I think you're ready, Thomas. I know you had plans to do everything else, but that's your decision. But I think you're ready for Japan. I really do, Thomas.
Yep.
Hold on. Shout out to Mr. Show Shader with the Korean. I think that's Korean after his name. What does that say?
Yeah, that's
Korean, right?
No, I can't read that much. I can't read that level. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Okay. Thank you, Show Shader, for the $5 super chat. I go off to boot camp on June 1st. Wish me luck, brothers, until I return. I will try to get stationed in Japan if I get the chance. Okay, awesome. So you're in the military or Air Force. Fantastic. Okay. Hope that goes well for you, Mr. Show Shader. Appreciate you, bro. Fantastic. Okay. This has been a fantastic stream. Incredible. Okay. So Theo, you're financing everything, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like you did before.
Yeah.
Let me clap for you.
Thank you.
Sorry. No, honestly, Theo, it's incredible. I know you financed the previous Manosphere. You put the hotel, and I know that was expensive. The food that came out of your expenses too. Theo, man, appreciate you a lot. That's just incredible. Wow, brothers, you hear that in the live stream chat, brothers? Theo is financing this by himself, and it is within the thousands. So please, give Theo his props even more.
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
There is a small cost that you have to, for this one, so that you have to pay. It's not that much money, but there is a small cost. But largely speaking, this one's going to cost me about $35,000.
Lord.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
$35,000. The other one cost me over $45,000.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Is it the same hotel brand?
No, this one's actually cheaper. Thank God. But I have to do 2 days of food, not just 1 day. So that's the second day is going to, oh my goodness, I can't believe how much the food costs. So you have to, it's not free. And then I got to pay the other stuff too. I just paid for one of the conference speakers to come over. I got to pay $8,000 for the hotel tomorrow. I already have a down payment. I got to pay another payment in 2 weeks on for the Pyramid Club. So this isn't cheap. There's money involved. That's why I say, again, even if there's a small cost, it's really incidental, guys. Where you're going to come out of there, be able to get a 6-figure job and actually be able to do something. So that's where I want you to be able to do something, talk with things. And then I'm going to be coaching you how to actually deal with the interviews. But again, even myself on a personal level, there again, just like this gentleman here, there'll be another personal trainer there talking about weight loss. And I have a personal trainer. Again, I'm just holding this right now. As I travel, I travel with my dumbbells. I have to work out. I'm always on it, and it's not easy for me. I have to deal with this stuff too. So this conference, I'm learning something. It's not just me teaching. I'm receiving as well. So you guys are going to enjoy it. You'll love it. Go for it. The information will all be there in IP's group tomorrow. And again, it's June 9th through June 11th.
Awesome. Fantastic. Incredible. 35 grand. I feel again.
But that's less than 1 month of my disposable income. I don't care. You gotta put it in perspective. So I just don't care. So I do care a little bit. I'm glad I'll be able to make the impact on the Manosphere like this, and I'm able to help brothers out. But you guys, you got to help yourself out too. You got to go. It can't just be a lot of guys want to sit back, not attend. They actually want to Zoom, and then they want to record everything and just watch it and be passive. I call that being passive. And that's it. And these guys who do this, they don't survive that long. But they don't now survive not only with this kind of stuff. They don't survive long in life. You have to be active. You need to go to the conference, meet other people, get those bonds going, learn something more, to have that reinforced in the class going on the 2 months, 4 months, participate in labs, participate in group work, understand how to change your resume, how to change your LinkedIn, change your mentality, then do it.
Yes.
Then you got something. And just so you guys know, I'm going to have, on some of the labs I do, I'm going to have fun. So I'm going to have UK students versus my American students. So we're going to see how this goes. And the victory will be the recolonization of America. So we'll say that July 4th is going to change, and America might go back to the United States if the American engineers can't do well in AWS. So we'll have some fun. But I'm sure at this point the UK engineers will be like, "We don't want you. Stay over there. We'll fail purposely."
Theo is indeed a high value man. You know, I call Theo the true high value man. You know, if you remember Kevin Samuel shows, the stupid woman will call in, the delusional, idiotic, stupid woman will call in. I want a guy making what was it, 500K, yeah, $1 million a year. And why do you think you deserve that? Why do you think you deserve Theo when you're low value? Theo deserves the best looking chicks, the fittest looking chicks. He don't deserve you scraggle daggles, you know. Let him know, Theo. Tell him, Theo, make a public service announcement, because, you know, let these women know that if they want you, Theo, they can't have you, Theo. They can't have you.
The one thing I always said about that was, when they said they deserved a high value man, I said, what did high value men do to be punished with your burden and with your presence? Like, why would you think we deserve that punishment? And the women are like, what? Like, yeah, you are a punishment. You are a burden. We don't want to be with you. So that didn't make them too happy at all. But I always say that, like, you know, you have to work for this stuff. This isn't for free. So, yeah.
Yeah, this ain't for free, man. You stupid woman out there. You horrible, smelly, stupid woman. You don't deserve Theo. You keep away from the brother. He deserves the best woman in the entire world. We spit on you.
They don't deserve that. Like, they deserve just total ignored. What I always say is they deserve Tyrone, Pookie, and effeminate men.
Yep.
That's it.
BTS. Those BTS K-pop Korean dudes, they can have those kind of guys, man. Nonsense, man.
Or like guys who make like $30,000 a year, and they said, like, well, there's no difference between the genders, and we're all in it together. I'm like, yeah, okay, so feminist, that's who you deserve right there. That's your guy. Okay, yeah, right there. Yeah.
Oh man.
Go take him.
You want to say something, Handel?
No, that's funny. I was going to say that it's easy to say you can touch the star versus reaching the star, right? It's all dream. It's a dreamy time we're in now.
Yes. Yep. We really are.
Yeah. But
go on.
But I was going to say that my no is just arrived because I have my alarm set by midnight. It's midnight in Chicago right now. Yeah. I need to be in bed. So guys,
yeah,
it's been awesome. It's been awesome being on the panel. but I have to drop and kind of get my reset button here.
I'm in Illinois too, so I gotta drop it as well. Yeah, it's time for me to go sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It's IP. It's 6:03 a.m. I need to be up in 2 hours.
So you need to be planning your airplane ticket. I think British Air.
Yeah.
I've flown British Air from Heathrow to Narita more than once. I think you can do it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay. So we have to let the brothers go. Handle King, Thomas Demahin, Mr. Theo Waff. Thank you, brothers, for calling in. And thank you, Theo, especially for giving us information regarding the Manosphere conference. We're looking forward to the information being posted on the Facebook group. Have a great night wherever you are, brothers. Unless, do each of you want to say one last closing statement before I end the stream when you guys leave?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good on my side.
Thank you,
Great,
Theo.
like another classic IP.
Yeah,
Theo,
good job.
Theo, you're doing God's work, bro. You're a true legend, Theo. Thank you very much, bro.
I'm trying. You know, I know it's God's work to get your ass on an airplane. But did I say that?
No, you're right, bro. I need that soft love.
See you guys.
Oh, yeah, see me
See you guys.
Oh, yeah, see me.
See you, Handle King. See you, Thomas. I'm going to stay on for 10 more minutes. Thank you, bro.
Arigato, IP.
Arigato gozaimasu. Oyasumi nasai.
See, bro. Thanks.
Good night. Hey, brothers. Fantastic stream. Fantastic, brothers. Okay. So, just to clarify one more time, you got to be a part of the Facebook group to get the information for the Manosphere conference. I strongly suggest that you brothers join my Patreon Diamond tier to get fast-tracked into the Facebook group. So I know you're not trolls. So here's a link to my Patreon. And then you will get the information. You will get an invite to my Facebook group. I will accept you. And then you will get the information regarding the Manosphere meetup in the Facebook group. So join the Patreon Diamond tier. Join the Patreon Diamond tier on my Patreon to get the invite to the Facebook group. If you're already a part of my Patreon, I will be sending you an information. I will be sending you a message today or tomorrow regarding the Manosphere meetup. If you're a part of my Patreon already, you will get another invite to my Facebook group. Although a lot of you should be in my Facebook group already, as you are part of the Patreon, you will then get information about the Manosphere meetup as well. It's going to be a great time for brothers. It's going to be a great meetup like it was in December. Looking forward to brothers networking, intermingling, exchanging contacts, and of course, absorbing the important information from intelligent brothers. You know, we want to see more Fields and more Handle Kings. We're tired of seeing these pathetic rappers, these pathetic entertainers who do not add anything of value to the Black community, particularly for educated Black men. Okay? You know, I'm about tired of seeing a bunch of Black dudes walking around rapping about killing other Black men, being degenerates, swearing, you know, rapping about harming other Black men. I'm sick of seeing that. I want to see more Black men helping each other build businesses. I want to see more Black men in professional settings, you know, becoming CEOs, directors, doctors, managers, not no goddamn athlete, not no goddamn entertainer, and definitely not no goddamn stupid, pathetic rappers. I'm about sick of that nonsense. We as Black men, we are better than that. Okay? We as Black men, we must be better than that. Okay? I'm tired of seeing Black men sagging their pants, you know, wearing Gucci belt. How can you sag your pants wearing skinny jeans? We got Black dudes nowadays sagging their pants, wearing skinny jeans with a Gucci belt. Looks so pathetic. I want to see more Black men in suits. Okay? I want to see more Black men dressed professionally, dressing like men. Okay? So if you're that type of brother who's liberal, if you're a type of brother who dresses like an absolute clown, sags his pants, is very ignorant, keep away from the Manosphere meetup. It's not the space and time for you, brothers. Okay? It's for conservative, educated brothers who want to soar and fly and do great things. And I'm being serious about that, brothers. Okay? We don't want no ignorant brothers. I'm about sick of it. I turn on the goddamn TV. It's a bunch of ignorant brothers doing ignorant things, making us look bad, destroying the image of hardworking black men like you and me. Okay? Destroying the image of white collar working black men and blue collar working black men. No more of that. We are going to change the narrative. Okay? This conference will be a success. This conference will break new ground. All right? Awesome, awesome. So again, join the Patreon to get fast track into the Facebook group, and then you get information on the Manosphere details. Okay, if you skip the Patreon, it will take you a bit longer because I need to verify you, and it may take a couple days to a week. Okay, so if you want to get guaranteed information on the Manosphere meetup, you must join the Patreon Diamond tier. You get added to the Facebook group, and then the information about the Manosphere meetup is there. Okay, awesome, brothers. So have a good night, and I will see you, brothers, on my next live stream. Fantastic. Peace out. Awesome.